down 0-2 and then win the series.
That's crazy.
Yeah. He got.
Well, let Max tell it. He's the best coach in the NBA. So.
Yeah, I do not agree with that. And he's coaching my team.
I do think I think he don't get enough credit for what he did in Cleveland, though.
I agree because the thing is he does what Doc Rivers didn't do last year.
Make adjustments?
Yeah, and that's what he does. That's what he's very good at. Pause.
All right, quiet on the set.
All right. And Doc Rivers.
Say quiet from the set.
It ain't Doc Rivers' fault he didn't.
Quiet on the set.
Huh?
Yeah, he didn't want to tell. He was trying to tell Ben Simmons, shoot. Ben Simmons said, "No, I'm not shooting in the fourth quarter."
They did it. Huh?
Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's Tuesday. You know what it is. Time for the #1 sports podcast in the nation.
Let's
It's
go.
time for your favorite sports podcast in the world. It's time for another episode of Sports for You. Live on Facebook and YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, you can watch on your smart TV. Hit the button for on the Apple. Or if you have an iPhone for the AirPlay, or if you have a smartphone for Chromecast, you can watch us on Facebook Watch on your smart TV. You watch it on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's John. It's Mark.
What up with it?
It's Nick Freeze.
What it do? What it do?
And of course, the man working the board is, of course, the power father himself, Mr. Ben Reddy.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube for Townhouse Media. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. If you're listening on the digital platform, Spotify, Spreaker, iHeart, Google, Amazon Music, Stitcher, and Verbal. Lots to get into as we're now into the conference finals of the NBA playoffs. Eastern Conference kicks off tomorrow with the Milwaukee Bucks and the Atlanta Hawks. And tonight we got game 2 of the Western Conference Finals between the Phoenix Suns and Nick Freeze's Clippers.
John will have much emphasis in that.
Yeah, you see that?
What? Clippers, huh? I will try to be as unbiased as I can, but this is real emotional. This is a real emotional watch right now. Lots to talk about in the world of sports. We're talking obviously not about the NBA, and then some news that's been breaking around the world. But let's talk about the story that's taken the world on hold in the last 24 hours. The news is that Carl Nassib, y'all might have heard of him, former defensive lineman at Penn State, played with the Browns, he played with the Buccaneers, of course is now with the Las Vegas Raiders. Yesterday on Instagram, as we're in Pride Month, came out as the first active openly gay player in the National Football League.
He's technically second, but it's okay.
Well, obviously Michael Sam was the first openly gay player that was drafted. But he's the first openly gay player that has came out during his career. So has been playing. So now this news is taking the world by storm, and now he's got a lot of support, obviously, from the NFL, from the NFLPA, from other players, from Commissioner Roger Goodell. So now in the last 24 hours, he has the #1 selling jersey in all the National Football League.
Of course.
You said that too.
Mm-hmm.
And Nick, I want to get your thoughts first. As our resident Raiders fan,
Mm-hmm.
your reaction to this news was?
Okay. It was cool. It was dope, as far as it was real good that he didn't get a lot of negative backlash. We're in a different age now, so there's nothing wrong with him coming out and saying nothing wrong with him coming out and saying that that he was gay or whatever. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It has nothing to do with what he does up on the field. So, it's good. It's good progression for the LGBT community, and it's good progression for people in general.
Mark, what did you think, man?
Long story short was, okay.
That's how I looked at it. I was like, okay, he's the first. Now the question is, everyone's going to wonder who's going to be next, who's next. What did you think, B?
Ramsey.
Wow, there you go. Wow.
That's why I tried to laugh.
I know.
I mean, it's 2021, man. I don't know why people are still afraid to be themselves. I mean, look, we have be yourself, man. Just be yourself. That's all I can say here. Just be yourself. Anybody else, if you feel, I can't say that either. Just be yourself, man.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it real PC because obviously, you don't want to.
Check me out tomorrow.
But tomorrow you want to hear hear a different perspective. Check in the No Rules with my brother Mark, our Podfather Ben Ready, our other brother Ill Will.
Yeah, I'll be swinging. Pause.
What the world?
Yeah, that's wrong. Yeah.
No pun intended.
Wow.
Leave you my mic.
So let me ask you this. So now let's take it to the football side because obviously we're in 2021, but there's still some people who have that old school mind state. Mm-hmm. I'm not even gonna go to Gruden because I don't know because Gruden I don't know he has the temperament to talk to Carl. I'm gonna focus specifically on Gus Bradley because he's gonna be the one who's coaching them primarily on the defensive side.
Okay.
So obviously he might have some old linemen who are when they're in the trenches running 4-3 or 3-4. I don't know what defense Gus Bradley runs per se, but you might have an old line, a right guard or a tackle who might come with some homophobic slurs. And obviously he's been dealing with this since he was a kid, and now he's open about the way he lives his life. You're Gus Bradley. What do you tell him so he knows how to control what's about to come towards him as far as backlash from players who probably don't support his lifestyle?
I mean, the best thing you can tell him is cut the noise, just like that. I mean, let's just be real. He's a good player. He's not the great player.
He was led the nation in QB sacks when he was at Penn State.
And
the irony, I know. Keep going,
man. So yeah. So like for us, he's a rotational lineman. So basically he goes in right after what's his name? Cleveland Farrell and what's my boy name? And when Mad Max get out the game.
Max Crosby.
Max Crosby. When they get out the game, he pretty much goes in for him.
So he's a situational pass rusher, basically.
Yes.
Mark, if you're his coach, and what would you tell him?
Man, it's not no different from any other things you've heard on the football field. I'm pretty sure you've heard worse things than what you're probably about to hear soon. So what I'm saying, at the end of the day, man, like man, you've been called worse by better.
Hey, look, let's just be honest. This probably isn't a surprise to people outside of the NFL. Probably, I'm pretty sure there's people that already knew that.
I guarantee most of the Raiders knew.
Yeah,
or if not all of them.
That's what I'm saying. Like if anybody who's been his teammate probably most definitely knew, and
not necessarily though.
Well,
some people good at hiding it.
Well, I'll say this: I probably knew some teammates probably knew. God, only person I've seen, I saw Derek Carr. He congratulated him. But probably those who who are in the film room with him. Probably other defensive linemen, other linebackers and stuff like that. They probably knew because they're the ones he works with the most. So, and obviously he's going up against Derek Carr in practice. Obviously, he's got to wear the red jersey. Can't tackle him. But, I think, obviously, he's the captain, so he would probably know.
I think, I don't think y'all think Gruden will have a feel in some kind of way. I think Gruden be.
Gruden's gonna be straight.
Gruden. I don't think Gruden would care. I don't think Gruden would care about anything as long as there's production on the field.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't let's just be honest.
Yeah. A few forced fumbles, he'll be all right.
No, not even. Yeah, that too. But let's just be real. He's going to go against linemen that are most definitely going to go all the way there with the insults.
Exactly.
So they're going to tell him. They're going to tell him like, look, you're going to hear all this from this and that. I'm pretty sure you already prepared yourself for it already. Mm-hmm. But don't let that throw you off your game.
Yeah.
Or make you go do like extra penalties or something like that. Don't let that throw you off your game.
You're a professional for a reason, so you know what I'm saying. Like be prepared for it at the end of the day.
And he's always held himself as a professional player, even when his time in Cleveland. He had the 1 year in Tampa Bay. and then he signed with the Raiders a couple years ago. So,
Overpaid him too,
but outside of that, he's been pretty much on the field. He's been a professional. So, you just hope he stays the same. And if I'm Gruden, just obviously we think you're going to support him because he's on your roster, but also you need to Gruden. He has a tendency to make everything about him sometimes. So let this be about NASA, but not about you having to prove that you're the smartest coach because you're the one that's coaching the first openly gay football player.
I don't think he wants anything to do with this subject as far as the negativity wise. So I think if he was smart, he would just go on about his day.
I 100% agree. Gentlemen,
this camera angle looks crazy.
Yeah.
It looks like a straight video game.
that's the 4K. They've been doing it. I mean, experiment that for all year.
Yeah, that looks insane.
It's better than a 3K.
That might be 8K.
It probably could be.
It could be.
Well, the depth of field, I've been learning. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
Okay.
it's really just focusing on one person. That's why it look crazy.
It's like portrait mode with video.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
And those who are watching, we're talking about obviously they're finna start game 2 of the West Finals between the Clippers and the Suns in Phoenix. And obviously, if you watch some of the screen, they decided to do a focus shot on certain players. So it was like in 4K mode. So that's what we're talking about if you wonder what we're looking at. There was a big victory in Supreme Court yesterday, gentlemen. Did y'all know?
What's that?
Yesterday, the Supreme Court, in a unanimous vote of 9-0, ruled that the NCAA cannot limit benefits for college athletes. Educational benefits, I should say. So,
okay. I'm glad
so it's a start.
Yeah.
So, say if someone want to give someone a free laptop, or they can't put a cap on how much this tuition is for a person's scholarship.
So, if I knew an athlete and I had a MacBook that I wasn't using anymore,
Right.
and if I were to give him that, if I were to try to give him that MacBook, technically he's not supposed to accept it.
At that, well, in
While
according to
he was
NCAA, according to the NCAA, yes, but the Supreme Court said that they were wrong, and they voted
That's crazy.
unanimously 9-0.
I thought family can give them stuff, but like people in the booster clubs and stuff can't.
I think this is what this is about.
It's about the booster clubs.
Boosters,
Okay.
Yeah.
outside entities that are not connected to the university.
Yeah, they creating a loophole so you can pay athletes,
Pretty much.
And
and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I am.
They shouldn't be in a loophole to pay him. Just pay him.
Well, it just shows you how much the NCAA has always been the Keystone Cops. They tried their hardest to, to keep athletes from receiving benefits when they're basically making all the money.
I'm proud of y'all too. I'm proud of y'all, gentlemen.
What happened?
I'll tell you after the show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was too easy of a joke.
Yeah. But,
I'll tell you after the show. I'm proud of y'all.
okay. Another anniversary. I don't know if y'all know this. Do you guys remember what June 17, 1994 was?
June 7, 1994. No.
June 17, 1994.
Is that when Pippen didn't want to come out? I mean, didn't want to come off the bench?
Well, that happened that year.
Are you kidding me?
The team that they was playing that day, but it wasn't the Rockets versus it wasn't the Knicks versus the Bulls.
Oh,
It was the Knicks versus the Rockets. And they were playing in the finals in the Garden. And then in the middle of halftime, a slow speed chase of a white Bronco was going on here in our city of Los Angeles.
Oh, that day.
Romanowski?
Not
No,
that,
no.
no, not
No, not a racist driving.
no,
Wrong white Bronco. Go ahead.
Oh,
not that Bronco. And obviously, I'm a Broncos fan, so I have to say no, not Romo. I'm talking about one O.J. Simpson. 27 years ago, last week was the epic Bronco chase, and remember that became a 30 for 30.
You sure it was. It was
That
pretty
day.
dope, too. It was a bunch of stuff happening that day.
That was the finals. The Rangers had just won the Stanley Cup. Arnold Palmer began his final round at the U.S. Open. The opening ceremonies for the World Cup was happening that day, and that all took a backseat, no pun intended, to O.J. Simpson.
who was in the backseat?
That's right. That's why I had to say no pun intended. And A.C. Cowlings in a white Bronco trying to evade the police on a slow speed. Everyone's called a high speed chase. It was a slow speed chase because AC was not driving fast. I remember being in the living room watching the NBA Finals on NBC, and Bob Costas has to go to this NBC News studio because they're following this story, and they put the NBA Finals in a small screen. That was the original picture-in-picture. In a small screen in the corner of the TV, because we're following OJ going down to 405 all the way back to
See how you talk about adjustments? You see how he's starting to zoo block this game?
yeah, I saw that.
I don't like how you started Patrick Beverly, though. But go ahead.
So, I mean, we were all kids, but now that we look at this today, now as we're older, 27 years ago, and obviously with that trial, what happened with that trial, and it became a documentary, which is crazy. And how many documentaries came from that chase?
I know the 30 for 30.
You had the 30 for 30 with OJ Made in America, which won an Oscar.
They had a HBO. Was it an HBO?
The
It was
People
HBO.
versus
Yeah.
it was FX.
FX,
People versus OJ Simpson, and then there's 30 for 30 about this date in particular. This crazy, man. 27. What? When you think about that day, 27 years now as adults, what comes to your mind?
Too bad Jordan wasn't playing in the finals, honestly.
Yeah, because I think
Set up that.
Honestly, like,
yeah, because like if you think about it, we would have saw Jordan versus Akeem in the finals, the battle of the '84 draft,
they should have been
best draft in basketball. DeAndre
We
Ayton.
would have seen Jordan lose.
You lost one of them.
Wow. So let me think. If that team stayed together, only person they added was Steve Kerr, right? So Jordan, Pippen, Cartwright,
Cartwright wouldn't have mattered.
DJ Armstrong, and then who?
I got Chicago in 6 in both series.
Yeah, against Akeem. What's it? Besides Akeem,
I got Jordan 6.
I mean, the only thing that would have been better if they were both in the finals on the same squad, but
Let's not talk about that. Why you
only one can imagine.
see, there you go. Look.
Cause man, you think of, I go there.
Wait, hold on.
Cause man, stop it, stop it.
Shout out to Pepsi Blue.
No, because that would have been the ultimate cheat code. That would have been NBA Live before NBA Live. You guys got jokes, man.
That was funny.
Go ahead, John. Get your walk on.
Nah, son.
Hey, look how happy Jonathan
That's
is.
like, I just seen his foot. I just seen his foot tap the ground.
You guys are stupid, man.
Say, I'm crip with this.
Nah, man. But think about it. That would have been in their 10th year together.
They would have for sure had at least 4 or 5.
Team.
Plus,
You said 10.
7.
You said 14?
I said 4 or 5 plus 7.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would have been crazy. What
They would have been going back and forth with winning MVP.
was that, Aiden?
No, that was Cameron Payne.
Yeah,
That shot looked like it was pain.
like.
They need to get Chris Paul back immediately.
Yeah.
By the way, you know he's here, right?
In the studio?
No, he's in LA.
Oh.
He's
Come on out, Chris.
Well,
Oh, in L.A.
he's quarantining here.
Oh.
Yeah, 'cause
So he could be here. He could be ready to play game 3?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. He's going to be available for game 3.
Okay, so it'll be 1-1 when he come back. All right.
Hopefully.
Yeah, there goes Devin Booker. The only Devin Booker. The next Devin Booker.
Yeah, I don't know about that old next Kobe stuff. Everybody's talking about.
We're not saying that. Blasphemy.
Don't worry, but
We're going to get there. Don't worry. That's going to be a very
San Antonio Spurs.
interesting segment. So y'all stay tuned.
Let me find me a beat button to beep out curse words later.
Okay. It brings up another something I heard on I think I was listening to radio. They asked if you can have one sports moment in your life that you would want back as a fan, what would it be? I think I saw this on Get Up. To me,
I have like
I have a few, but
I got like about
one,
4.
But one that obviously if I can have back will be the first year the Broncos went to the Super Bowl with Peyton Manning. If I can have that one back, how we lost.
What would have changed? Even if y'all would have changed one thing, y'all still would have lost.
But we never lost no 43-8.
You'd have changed.
Y'all
He
probably
traveled.
Y'all probably would have had at least one more touchdown.
If I could change it,
because y'all most definitely was not stopping them from scoring.
You'd have
that
changed,
was the problem.
You'd have changed one of them interceptions.
now be honest, the one I would have changed would have been the Lakers losing to Detroit in 04.
Hey, they losing this game. I'm telling y'all now.
Who, Houston? I mean,
Phoenix?
Yes.
Well, look, they're 0 for 5 right now.
for me, of course, y'all know it's a couple of them. One of them is sad too, but for me, of course, one of them is the Y, right?
The what?
Yeah.
The Bills in the Super Bowl.
And other one is Hank Gathers, man.
Yeah, man. By the way, R.I.P. Lynn Bias.
Oh yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, that would who knows what happened with Boston if that would unfortunately happen. So,
Yeah, it would have been them and the Bulls battling for at least the next 10 years.
easily.
Or Houston.
Oh yeah,
Wow, that means Jordan and Olajuwon versus Larry Bird and versus Larry Bird and Lynn Bias in the finals, huh?
Yeah, but Hank Gathers, because I think that was one of the most underrated players that we've seen in college basketball.
That's a tragedy. That still is a tragedy to this day.
Tucker Rule. Easily for me, it's the Tucker Rule.
Tucker Rule.
Yeah, if that wouldn't have happened, oh my goodness, that was absolutely ridiculous.
Are y'all saying what y'all want to relive or
Well,
No.
well, if you can rewrite the history books on a sports moment in your lifetime, what would it be? Like for me, it would be in 04 with the Lakers losing to the Pistons. Mark, obviously, with the Bills in the Super Bowl. Nick with the Tuck Rule versus the Patriots.
I got my then Supersonics beating the Bulls.
96.
Yeah,
You know, GP said that
I can't stand Michael Jordan as a
Gary Payton,
person and basketball player. Shout out to the Kicks.
Gary Payton said what?
What he said? He said he was able to guard. He said he could. Didn't he say on the Last Dance he was able to knock down Jordan? Jordan laughed.
Yeah, I laughed too.
I got 100 say Gary Payton putting hands on Jordan right now.
He would have put hands on him back then too.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, it would have been ugly.
I also got 100 saying Jordan scored 50 on him next game.
What? Right now?
I'm about to say he's not scoring 50 on him right now.
No.
No way.
Payton to get Jordan up out of here.
Yeah, Jordan ain't thought about the basketball since he retired over there with the Wizards. Money.
By the way,
Oh yeah, hold on.
big up what Jordan did. Y'all saw the Jordan brands in the news.
Slow down, bro.
Well, they're in the news because obviously, shout out to moms. Make sure
Hey,
you
moms.
hit the Chromecast, hit the button so you can put the stream on the smart TV. So I don't know if you saw that Jordan Brand announced that they're starting a new campaign with the WNBA. This is the largest WNBA roster on Jordan Brand's history. They have 11 players that signed to Jordan Brand, including Tia Cooper.
Sweet Lord, have mercy.
Yeah.
Oh, whatchamacallit might be back.
Who?
Pandemic.
That's only his first shot he shot.
It is?
Well, second one, my fault. He only shot 2 of them.
And I'm Paul George. I'm like, man, y'all better. Sometimes you're just gonna have to just say, you know what, forget it. I'm going to just go ahead and just go back to being a pacer, Paul George. Like Rachel Nichols called him Pacer Pete.
Tyronn Lue looked like he irritated with Pat Beverly.
Yeah, because he already got like 2 fouls.
Yeah, because he's a football player playing basketball.
Pretty much.
He don't play no defense. He just foul. Anyway, go ahead.
Hey, real talk. I saw Tyronn Lue when we was at Westchester Mark. I swear I saw Tyronn Lue at Fox Hills. He was with the Lakers. It was cool. Oh, shout out to RJ. He got his autograph one day.
Somebody asked Tyronn for it.
The rapper?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool then.
yeah.
Let me say another sports thing. I for sure would change Reggie Bush doing that stupid pitch to that ghost on the field in that game against Vince Young.
Don't even go to college football,
Yeah,
man.
that was so stupid.
Oh, we go college football. I'm going to the championship game, Georgia versus Alabama.
Oh,
That safety still missing.
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
I like to say if I can rewrite Tennessee football, I'll just rewrite the last 15 years.
It's probably longer than that.
I'll take one. One specifically, I would never hire Lane Kiffin.
Ooh, yeah.
Y'all doing college?
It don't matter. Like
anything.
sports in general.
I would never hire Lane Kiffin.
Vince Young would have got hurt in that USC game, we would have still won. That was one that
Well, you wanted him to get hurt?
nigga.
He wanted.
Let's see.
I almost cut.
Well,
The University of South Central on mine.
yeah.
Yeah, man. But I can go college basketball easily.
Oh man, yeah.
North Carolina versus Villanova.
Yep.
That's clearly.
We should have went back to back.
Man.
I'll go back further. Gardena High, 98, 98, 99. The star quarterback, Coco, rest in peace. When he wouldn't have got killed, then they probably for sure would have won.
Shout out my boy, shout out boy Kenzie, aka SoCal King. He has a couple. I would have got my Chargers defeating the Niners. Y'all Chargers be defeating the Niners in the Super Bowl.
Well, y'all needed more than one play.
And he said, Derrick Rose.
Derek Rose and Brandon Roy never have injuries.
Our Penny.
Yeah.
Or Grant Hill, really. Or Grant Hill.
Me and Will was just talking about that.
Yeah, if Penny would never got hurt, it would have been insane.
What would the game been if Grant Hill and Penny would have been like?
Oh my God!
If Grant Hill didn't get hurt, that'd have been wild. Because he was wild after he got hurt.
He was. For him to still have the career he had after those injuries, even in Orlando, he had a nice run in Orlando before he ended up going to Phoenix.
Yep, sure did.
Man, I'll take one. If Doc Rivers would have just let Tim Duncan's family on the plane, you would have had Tim Duncan, T-Mac, and Grant Hill.
Who you say?
Doc Rivers, when he was the coach of the Magic, remember that year when T-Mac went to Orlando, T-Mac, Grant Hill, and Tim Duncan were the top 3 free agents that year. And obviously they had T-Mac in the back because obviously he's from Orlando. They were going to sign Grant Hill. They could have had Tim Duncan. But Tim Duncan had one request. He was like, if I come here, I need to have, my family travel with us on the team plane? Because obviously he had smaller kids at the time. So, I think he was probably just got married. Hold on, let me finish. And Doc Rivers told him no. So Tim Duncan went back to San Antonio and won 4 more rings.
I was about to say, how many times he had won at that point?
Yeah, one. That was
Doc Rivers, to that point, what in the hell have you done in the NBA
Save it.
for you to even say no to him?
I had about enough of Doc Rivers already.
It's not Doc Rivers' fault this year. We'll talk about that later.
It is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
It is.
Most postseason collapses in NBA history as a coach.
We'll talk about that
Isn't
later.
Tim Duncan arguably the best power forward?
There's no argument. Who's arguing though, B?
I'm just saying.
No,
some may say Karl Malone.
No. Like
Somebody say Dirk Nowitzki.
yeah, just like that was like the night at Wheelhouse with Doc and that was like the night at Wheelhouse. Doc and O said Chris Webber was better than Tim Duncan. I was like, what are y'all talking about?
What? Who the heck? Who?
Doc and O said, am I lying?
And Doc's defense, Chris Webber's his favorite player.
Man,
I don't care.
Bruh,
You got to be logical.
what he did to the Fab Five alone,
Yeah.
he's not better.
Was he ever the best power forward in the league?
Now he was in there with Tim Duncan.
That's
okay.
everything.
So let's go from Chris Webber got drafted in '93 and Duncan got drafted in '97. From '93 to '97, no, it was Tim. You still had
Karl Malone,
and you still had Charles Barkley. You still had Sean Kemp.
Yeah, he's not better than none of them during that time. Sorry, that's
Chris Webber wasn't better than Sean Kemp.
I was about to say, what year are we talking?
Okay, Chris Webber came in the league in '93.
Okay.
I'll say so from '93. So this is Washington, Chris Webber
About 97
to 90. So say about 97,
93 to 97.
because Duncan came in the league in '97.
he may have been better than Rain Man in the last 2 years.
Okay,
look, Chris.
We're talking about
was the
Rain.
truth.
We're talking about Rain Man at his peak.
He's better. He's not better than Rain Man.
Exactly.
He's not better than Rain Man.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait,
Now
wait,
Sean
wait.
Kemp Cleveland. Now Sean Kemp in Cleveland. Yes.
Wait, time out. Now, if we're not talking just offense. We're talking about all around player, right?
Yeah.
Now, we're talking all around player. I think he may have my guy.
He may have Rain Man beat if it was pause
We're
on.
talking about all the way because even defense. I think he probably better on defense than Sean too.
Hey, are we forgetting? I know y'all people don't really like Chris Webber. Are we forgetting what Chris Webber was?
Chris Webber's a Hall of Famer. I'm not gonna,
Yeah, we are.
You don't gotta remind me. You don't gotta remind me. 2002 was 2002 was a stressful year to be a Laker fan.
His rookie year is when he dunked on Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
and dropped 50 on him in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
And then Barkley.
And he still wasn't better than
And then
him.
Barkley.
I didn't say he was better than- he was better than Sean Kemp.
He was still a sucker.
Yeah, forever.
Then the next
That's
year he
cool.
ended up in Washington because he forced his way out of.
Suckers is on the same list with snitches.
It's cool. It's a lot of people who it's a lot of players who you would claim as suckers.
Oh, so
That was nice. That was
And
nice.
that y'all got really good. So let's not do that.
nah. What did they do to be suckers though?
Snitch.
Kobe.
That's all I'm saying.
He basically lied on the person's pops.
Who lied on somebody? Pop?
Chris Webber. He basically made it seem like when the whole Fab Five stuff that the dude the dude Ed Martin, who was the booster, that basically he preyed on his innocence. Jalen was like, no, he gave me money. I needed gas money. I need money to go get a pizza. I call Ed. Here.
And that's a whole nother. It's not like he was giving him money just to go cluck off. Like they were in need.
He claims. Now the story is that
except Chris. I don't know why Chris was getting money.
the story was
Yeah, Chris had money.
The story was Ed Martin gave Chris
came
Webber.
from bread.
Because he saw his jersey in the store and said, I'm not getting none of this money, so I need some of this. That's why.
The story was that Ed Martin gave Chris Webber $200K that he would pay him back once he get drafted. Now we've never heard if it's true or not how much the money is amount because obviously Chris will never talk about it, and Ed Martin died a little bit after the whole situation with the trial and stuff.
Yeah, stress that man out.
Huh?
You stress that man out.
He basically he's speaking evil of the dead.
Not dude from the Raiders.
Huh?
I'm talking about
Wow.
Chris Webber. Chris Webber sent that guy into an early grave, lying on him.
Yep.
And he's still better than Sean Kemp.
Nah. We ain't doing that because just street stuff alone. Nah, he's a sucker.
So yeah,
No, he is.
You owe them dudes a conversation.
that's why Chris Webber when he was announced he was going to the Hall of Fame, he didn't know Jalen was going to be on Countdown. So he's saying that there's still a conversation. Oh,
Good alley oop.
you're still wrong for that take you had earlier, but that was nice.
He's extremely wrong for that.
But let's talk some other. Wow, I can't wait to see the answer in the chat when you said from what you just said.
Oh, wow.
Well, like Sean Kemp was nice, man.
He was.
Yeah, Charles. But Chris Webber was very polite. If he was nice, Chris Webber was very polite.
I want to see. This is gonna be an interesting discussion.
Chris Webber got an asterisk.
So yeah, if you're watching, Sean Kemp or Chris Webber.
So what happened? What's next?
Okay, let's see.
Wait, Sean Kemp? Chris Webber going to the Hall of Fame?
Chris Webber's in the Hall of Fame now. He going in this year.
He going in this year.
Sean Kemp in there?
No.
Nah.
You haven't. And that don't necessarily mean he's better than, but he did enough in his career totally.
No, he better than Sean Kemp.
At the time, when he peaked Sean Kemp, he wasn't. But I think when
Overall,
I still take Chris Webber. I would take Chris Webber over Sean Kemp. I'm not taking him over Tim Duncan though.
No.
I'm not doing
No
that.
way.
Yeah, I don't know. I respect Doc. That's your favorite player and all, but man, you guys sometimes be realistic.
You taking Chris over Carl?
No.
No, I'll take Chris over Duncan, Carl, or Barkley.
Yeah, I'm with
KG
that.
either.
Mm.
I'm not picking him over Dirk either.
Webber over
I for sure ain't picking
KG or
He's not better than none of the people we just said.
at all.
so you said KG or Chris Webber?
There's no comparison to that. KG is most definitely better than Chris Webber.
I'm not picking him over Kevin Duckworth.
Wow, rest in peace. Wow, Kevin Duckworth.
Not the shot.
Wow.
I'm not picking him over Jerome Kersey.
All right,
Wow.
next subject.
Damn, so speaking of the Portland show now. So, man, Nick Foster says, I think C. Webb better than Kemp, but no one else.
No, keep.
Yeah.
What's wrong with this man?
Hey man, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Speaking of people who are in Hall of Fames, Oscar De La Hoya.
Popeye Jones
Wow. Okay, now,
over Chris Webber.
shout out to his son. His son's a good hockey player. But Oscar De La Hoya's in the news.
I'm sorry, that's ridiculous. His
Wait,
dad tainted the NBA so bad he went to the NHL.
Who? Popeye Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah, his son was like the number one pick in like the NHL like 10 years ago or something.
10 years ago.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, back when he was like one of the few blacks that was playing hockey. So his son was the number one pick. His name was Seth.
His name was Hamburglar.
Nah, Nah, Seth Jones. That I forgot what team he got drafted by, but I remember they did an E60 on. Wow. Oh, they gonna show it. Yeah.
Push off.
That's not a push off.
They just
Either
that's a block.
That's not a push off.
Ooh, that image.
Either he
Who
pushed,
shot from 12? God.
either he pushed off or tapped him on the butt. Which one was it?
You can go tap him on the butt. That wasn't a push off though.
Yeah. Yeah, that will
Mamba.
Nope.
Speaking of,
Hey, what month was that game in?
which one?
June.
That was Father's Day. That was June because that was remember.
All right, next subject.
So, Oscar De La Hoya is making a comeback. If y'all saw this,
Come back for what?
Cross dressing?
no, oh wow,
I'm the golden boy.
wow.
I mean,
All right, sorry, y'all. I gotta get off y'all.
I mean, it is public knowledge.
I mean, but yeah, he brought it on himself.
I'm about to say it's public. He did what?
Yeah.
He brought it on himself because he got caught with the pictures.
I'm pretty sure he did put the lingerie on.
Yeah.
So Oscar De La Hoya is going to be fighting. I think his name is Victor Belfort. He's a former MMA fighter.
That's what he fighting?
He's fighting in an exhibition in September.
Man, is it
Here's
a boxing match?
Yes, and here's the part that kills me. He's trying to fight the same weekend that Canelo's supposed to fight. Usually that's the third weekend in September is usually a real
Lucrative.
weekend for boxing because that's Mexican Independence Weekend and stuff.
Oh yeah. That is.
So now
He trying to get the big bag.
he's going to try to steal some of Canelo's bag by doing this gimmick fight.
Wait, I thought wasn't Canelo under him?
Yeah, they had a fight. Canelo left Golden Boy.
That's why he's doing it.
He tried to get him to put the stuff on.
Why nah?
Is today Wednesday?
Talk about a drag race.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! B.
Yeah, it feels like it just has Wednesday vibes in here. I don't know why.
Everybody, welcome to Sports for You No Rules Edition.
Yeah.
Featuring the usual Sports for You cast, featuring
The fun been ready.
2/3 of No Rules.
Yeah. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. All right, so I'm looking at the group text. So Mark's in our group text. So my homeboys in our group text. Sean Kim better than the Chris Webber. We got boy Ill Will said no. You had boy Bass said no, but he should have been. And then boy Fat said Webber was better. So and Ethan hates Chris Webber and he's a Michigan fan. By the way,
I understand why.
By the way, before the show started, the NBA draft lottery took place. The Detroit Pistons have the #1 pick in this year's draft,
Shout out to the Pistons.
followed by the Houston Rockets, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Toronto Raptors. That will be the top 4. Those will be the top 4 picks.
Man, to think the Rockets could have had that same exact pick if they would have got Ben Simmons.
Yeah, all they do was trade. All I had to do was just trade. Oh man, don't get me started on the Sixers right now.
Yeah.
Because they could have had James Harden if they just traded Ben Simmons.
Yeah, that's why Doc.
I don't think you had the question. Tell James Harden to shoot the ball.
Well, in the playoffs.
Yeah, well, I said shoot, but what?
Did they think Ben Simmons gonna be better than Harden?
I guess Daryl Morey said. I guess analytics were telling him.
Yeah, that Daryl Morey just want to deal with James Harden BS.
Yeah, I don't know what analytics said that James Harden wasn't better than Ben Simmons or Tyler Hero.
Kick it out. Right there, up top.
Man, make that.
That's money.
Yeah.
That's what he do.
So, my boy Kenzie said, C Webb man is light years better than Sean Kemp.
It's not close.
Yeah,
It's really not
It's
close.
not close. I mean, look, Sean Kemp was probably one of the most exciting players in NBA history. But man, by the way, this will be the Pistons' first pick since Bob Lanier. First time they had a #1 pick since drafting Bob Lanier. Wow.
And they gotta understand too. They talking overall.
Yeah.
The thing was at that time between 93 and 97.
That's what we're talking about.
To me, between 93 and 97, Sean Kemp was at his peak. Chris Webber obviously was coming in. He was the #1 pick.
That's why we said during that time there was no point he was like the best power forward in the league. So for somebody to say that he's better than Tim Duncan makes absolutely no sense.
Was he ever top 5?
He was most definitely top 5 at one
Definitely
point.
top 5. It was,
Yes.
At the time, at Chris Webber's peak,
He was definitely a
it's
top 5.
Duncan, him, and KG were, and then I think it's Duncan, him, and KG. And
Where Carl at?
Are you talking about? Are we talking 2000? Or are we
Even
talking?
if it's 2000, he's still not better than
that's
Dirk.
right. I forgot. That's right. Dirk was in the league.
Yeah, hold on.
Well, Malone was. He was near the end. He had what 3-4 more years
Well,
left.
in the 2000, we're not even going to include Malone because it was done for around that time.
But like that time, so Duncan, C-Web, Dirk, KG.
yeah, what's his name? Most definitely weak link. They need to figure out how to guard him. He's most definitely the weak link in that bunch.
We gotta be missing somebody.
What, a power forward around that time? I mean, Amari Stoudemire came to the league eventually. He was pretty good.
Antoine Walker.
Yeah. Ooh, well, I think he was better than Antoine Walker.
He's better than Antoine Walker.
I don't know. Antoine Walker's top 25.
Chris Webber's not better. Antoine Walker is not on Chris Webber's level. No. No.
Antoine Walker wasn't better than Big Baby Dave. I mean, Big Baby.
Who? Big Baby who?
Not Big Baby Davis. Big
Hold on,
Dog.
to say, hold on.
No, he wasn't better than Big. Yeah, he wasn't better. Yeah, Antoine Walker wasn't better. That's right. Big Dog was in the league at that time
He
too.
wasn't better than Glenn Robinson.
Sheed, and then Sheed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Who?
Webber wasn't better than Glenn Robinson. Yo, y'all
Come on, man.
y'all disrespecting
Look, I know,
Webber, man.
I know. Chris Webber is not a fan favorite, but
y'all gotta stop with disrespecting Webber hooping ability.
Get him out of
he
here.
was better. He was better than Sheed.
She should have been better than all of them, but
He really should have.
Don't go there, man. It makes me.
Yeah, he most definitely could have been better. Yeah.
Sheed had
That
one.
was Kobe.
I don't know how that wasn't a
No,
foul.
it was not.
That wasn't Kobe.
That was that shoulder bump he was showing Gigi.
Yeah, well, that was Kobe showing Gigi how to show me Gigi. I don't want to hear if I hear another person compare Devin Booker to Kobe, you're going to be on calling out names from here to
Money.
2025.
Bobby Shmurda.
Oh,
That's his shot.
and he's getting the bag this year.
Oh yeah, he's getting paid. Most definitely.
Y'all
I don't know why.
Cause somebody it only takes
He's played very well for us to
look,
start
man.
the season.
Look,
I
we paid
get it.
Timothy Mozgov and Luau Deng for nothing. You think someone ain't gonna pay Reggie Jackson for what he's doing in these playoffs?
Not even just that. You got to remember Reggie Jackson was the starter. He was averaging like 15, 16 points. It wasn't like he was just garbage. Remember, he was over there in Detroit.
I'm not saying
Nobody was played well in Detroit.
I'm not saying he was garbage. I just don't think you give him the bag because it's not gonna lead you nowhere. But anyway, go ahead.
So let's talk some NFL real quick, gentlemen.
He's perfect in his role.
And then we'll go over to the NBA to start talking more about these conference finals. It's been a good discussion we've had on some of
He's
the
not about to make this.
old school basketball. Tom Brady, he's in the headlines. He'll be a guest on the latest edition of The Shop this weekend. It's him, it's Draymond, it's Kid Cudi, Chelsea Handler. LeBron's not on the show this week. It's just Maverick. And Paul Rivera, their executive producer. But Tom Brady talked about his free agency last spring. And there was a particular team he left nameless that he was interested in, and they decided to stick with the quarterback they had already on the roster.
I know exactly who it was.
I know exactly who it was too.
49ers?
No, I'll get you. I'll give you my
Oh.
pick in a minute. And Tom Brady was looking like, y'all gonna keep this mother, you know what, over me?
It had to be either him. It had to be either the 49ers or the Rams.
No, I think it was neither of them.
What? Who you think it was?
I think it was, and Colin Cowherd said it today. I think it was the Chicago Bears. The three teams that were in the Brady sweepstakes were Tampa, the Chargers, and the Chicago Bears. Everybody brings up New Orleans, but Brady wasn't going there.
He wasn't going to New Orleans.
He has too much respect for Breeze to just try to take his job like that.
He would have been there before the Chargers. I'll tell you that.
Who? In New Orleans?
Brady would have been in New Orleans before the Chargers.
Oh, yeah. I
but
remember
he
them
had
talking
a-
about y'all around that time, too.
But he wasn't going there unless he knew Drew Brees was retiring. Now, if Drew Brees wasn't retiring, he probably was retired. He probably would have considered New Orleans. But he has too much respect. By the way,
I'm sorry. Is that how they bounce in WNBA? They bounce way up here like above their head. She just did a bounce. They went.
They do it in NFL. I mean, NFL, NBA, too.
By the way, USA Women's Basketball, y'all calling out names for the disrespect for that young lady's sister. By the way, I'm talking about Janae Agumike. They just showed her DoorDash commercial, and I'm talking about the disrespect to Nneka Agumike. But I'm gonna say that for later. But I think the team that Tom Brady was talking about was the Chicago Bears because of Mitch Trubisky.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It could be because, you know, even though he went to Tampa, Tampa's one of those teams that was, a quarterback away from being a very good team. So were the Bears, and the Bears were already a playoff team. So if they would have had a quarterback the caliber of Tom Brady, they probably would have. How many games Tampa won with him? What, 12?
10.
They won 10 games?
I didn't win 10 games. They won 10. Well, they won the Super Bowl. It doesn't even matter.
Well,
now.
I'm just saying in general because
I didn't win 10. I didn't win 10-6.
Okay, so imagine
11-5.
Now.
What's up, B? Yeah, they didn't win 10-6 or 11-5.
So Chicago was already doing that with Mitchell Trubisky as their quarterback. So imagine if they would have got Tom Brady, they would have won probably like about 12-13 easily, just off of what he would have brought. Possibly 14. You never know. They probably went 14-2.
They went 11-5 last
Don't
year.
forget to add AB and Gronk to that Chicago team.
Well, and be honest with you, they wouldn't.
Yeah, yes, they would. Yes, they would have.
They would
They would have brought Gronk, but I don't know if they would have brought AB.
They sure would have.
Yes, they would have.
He was only
If he would have asked for him, yeah, that's real. They would
he
have
was
brought
only
him.
in Tampa Bay because
Brady.
Tom Brady asked for him.
And
So
what
they would have had him. They would have him and Allen Robinson
And
over
remember,
there.
he came
Gronk.
to AB signed with Tampa Bay after week 8. What'd you say?
Time out. Think about this for a second.
So
Now they went 11-5 last year.
No. Yeah, Tampa Bay went 11-5.
They went 11-5. All right, so I think the Bears went
9-7.
They went 9-7. I think the year before, I think they went 10-6 one of these years as well too.
Yeah, the year they
Yeah, last year.
they missed the field goal. Shout out to Uncle Kevin. In the
All right,
house.
so look.
H-Town.
Now, if they get Tom Brady up over there, the Chicago Bears quite possibly could have a championship right about now because they most definitely have a defense that's ready to win a Super Bowl.
Last year the Bears went 8-8 last year.
Okay, so yeah, because
They
was
would
down
have most
between them
yeah.
and Arizona to get that last wild card spot.
Yeah, because I think they was going back and forth between Trubisky and Nick Foles, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they was going back and forth between them. So with throughout all that, they were still a playoff team. He goes over there. They probably most definitely a Super Bowl contender. I mean, not contender, probably possibly Super Bowl winner. And they decided to go with a quarterback who is,
Now Mark's backup.
yep.
Are you kidding me?
We signed the punter too.
NFL
Are you
execs,
kidding me?
you guys need to use some common sense.
Ryan Pace obviously didn't. I think now that's my opinion. Mark, let me get your opinion because let me tell you who people, the internet police thought it was your Raiders.
No, it wasn't us.
I know it wasn't y'all because
Yeah.
I don't think Brady was really considering the West Coast.
I don't think that John Gruden wanted him as his quarterback.
Yeah, because he was smarter than him. That's why.
Yeah, pretty much.
Go ahead, Mark.
I think it was San Francisco.
I think it was San Francisco too.
He's from that area. His favorite quarterback was Joe Montana.
Here's why I don't. I see the logic in Frisco, but then I also see and just entertain this idea. I know we all talk about Jimmy Garoppolo, but Don Yee, who's Tom Brady's agent, oh my goodness,
He didn't want to shoot that.
he really didn't.
He dribbled too much on that position.
Yeah, he really did.
Don Yee, who's Tom Brady's agent, is also Jimmy Garoppolo's agent. So you also have to think of we all know what's the real. We know the reason why Garoppolo got traded because Brady said either it's him or me. Now, obviously, remember, John Lynch asked for Brady first, and then Belichick told him no. So I don't know if it, and look, y'all could be right. It could have been the 49ers. But I think obviously with the relationship that obviously they have, because I don't think Don Yee wants you put out there that maybe he kind of like how Rich LeBron with Clutch Sports, that basically like Brady can dictate if other clients if he can take
should.
the job of somebody else's client. But
Should.
Wouldn't that have been cold if he kicked him out of New England and then kicked him out of Frisco?
and that's what they're thinking.
That's what they're thinking. Yeah.
And
I think that was the case.
my Uncle Kev agrees with y'all too. He thinks he for sure thinks it was Frisco.
Yeah, I believe it was Frisco.
So, but here's the thing. So Tom Brady says, "I want to be your starting quarterback," and you say no. So let's entertain y'all thought if it's Frisco coming off the Super Bowl, losing in the Super Bowl. Obviously, you can't predict the injuries they had. Losing Monster, Deebo
Yeah.
Samuel.
Yeah, that's what killed them that year.
So
It
you
it
mean
a
tell
straight
me
injury.
you would have had Gronkowski and George Kittle?
I think at that point they wouldn't have got Gronkowski.
I
Yes,
still
they-
think-
yes,
I
they
still
would.
think they would have got Gronkowski.
And Antonio Brown.
They most definitely would have got Antonio Brown.
I think those two comes no matter what. And I'm gonna be honest with you, not Laguerre, but who's that running back?
The Fournette.
Fournette wouldn't have went up over there.
Yes, he would have. I think he's going wherever Brady went.
I don't think he went up over there.
So you tell me you would have
Well, it was
Fournette running
it
back.
was injuries. I forgot, so they would have most definitely got him.
Fournette at running back. You had AB, a receiver. He comes middle of the season. Then you would have had Gronk and one tight end and George Kittle at the other. With that O-line with Trent Williams. And that defense.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
Yeah,
And Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, that alone. The fact that Kyle Shanahan would have Gronk would be crazy.
I don't get it.
Yeah, that's an easy call. I don't get why. Unless you have a quarterback that you know that's already like super established or whatever, and even then it's all
Aaron
quarterback.
Rodgers,
Yeah, or the organization really believes in the quarterback they have.
Josh Allen,
Yeah, there's no reason why you should be like, oh no, I'm not. I don't want
Patrick
Tom Brady.
Mahomes.
By the way, the score right now, the Phoenix Suns are up 29-23 on the Clippers in the second quarter. DeMarcus Cousins,
Hey, DeMarcus Cousins played well last game.
he did.
Yeah, he did.
By the way, we're going to talk about the Sixers later. Low-key, they really did Mikal Bridges dirty. That's karma. Remember, Villanova grew up in Philly.
His mom worked for the
His mom works for the Sixers.
Yep.
And y'all trade. All right, I'm going to leave that there. Couldn't be the Raiders. Our defense was terrible. Oh, wow. My uncle's a Raiders fan, Nick.
Yeah, our defense is.
By the way,
atrocious.
speaking of Brady, he also made other news because he made the cover of Madden 21. So we all had Brady. Mark said it was Brady and a GOAT, but it wasn't.
Because I said two goats.
Yeah.
Well, my whole thing is this: how you gonna have an MVP edition and you don't have last year's MVP on there? But that's just me.
Well, look, so Brady, it was Brady and Patrick Mahomes because Mahomes. Last year's
Aaron
MVP
Rodgers
was
won
Aaron
last
Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers won MVP last year. You can't have an MVP edition without the NFL's MVP. Doesn't make any
Obviously,
sense.
Lamar was on the cover the year before, so wouldn't have been him. But Mahomes was on the cover in 2018. Was on the cover for 2019.
Yeah, 2019.
Then it was Lamar 2020, and now, but okay.
Yeah,
Speaking of quarterbacks, I sent you guys in the group chat. The quarterback rankings were one Christopher Sims. Chris Sims, we all know from former NFL quarterback, played at Texas. He played with Tampa Bay.
His dad.
His dad is
I'm about to say if his name is not Phil in front of Sims, I really don't care.
so, but this list gets criticized every year, and we're finna join the masses as well.
He got criticized every year because he was garbage. But go ahead.
Obviously, we know son of Phil Sims, two-time Super Bowl champion, of course, former lead analyst at CBS. Now he's in the studio because Romo's not a lead
Didn't he play
analyst.
for y'all?
Who? Chris? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did. He every year he does his top 40 quarterbacks. So he does the top 32, doing the top 32 quarterbacks for, and then he does probably the next 8. But he finally released his top 5. Well, we're gonna do his top 10. Mm-hmm. At number 10, he had Tom Brady.
Okay,
That's not where the problem started.
I know.
I have no problem with him having Tom Brady number 10.
No,
Okay.
the problem started is he got Tyrod Taylor as number 35.
So I'm assuming you think that Tyrod Taylor should be, that 5 should be a 3. They should flip that 5.
I should flip that 3 into an 8.
Listen,
Go ahead.
Oh, you're wrong,
if
man.
you're gonna talk about us talking about Chris Webber, you gonna have to leave Tyrod Taylor alone.
Chris Webber can actually play on the court. Tyrod Taylor. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. So I said, Tom Brady's number
got to the
10.
playoffs.
At number 9, he has
Our
Dak
defense
Prescott.
did.
At number 9, Dak Prescott. Number 8, Matthew Stafford.
Wait. Yeah, that's cool. I'm cool with that.
Number 7, Kyler Murray.
That's too high. Go ahead.
Number 6, Lamar Jackson.
It's too hard.
Number 5, Russell Wilson.
Okay. Number 5 is probably. He should be a little bit higher.
No, he should be higher because I know one quarterback that shouldn't be higher than him.
Number 4 is Deshaun Watson.
Wait, you got number 4?
Wait,
I see. Okay.
Number 4, Deshaun Watson.
Is Deshaun better than Russ?
No.
Yeah, there
No.
we go. Yeah, I'm about
No.
to say that's
No.
that's not happening. Go
Number
ahead.
3, the MVP, Aaron Rodgers.
Wait, what was the question?
Is
Deshaun Watson better than Russell Wilson?
Go ahead.
Well, okay, we have to, that's a discussion to have. Number 3, Aaron Rodgers. Here's number 2. This is interesting. Josh Allen.
There's no way in hell. Go ahead. And I know that's your boy, Mark, and I'm pretty sure we both agree on this 100%, but he's most definitely not the second best quarterback in the league.
There's no way in hell Josh Allen is the second best quarterback.
There's
in
no way.
football.
No.
And number one, Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
By the way,
There's no way in hell Josh Allen better than Aaron Rodgers.
By the way,
Thank you.
Kenzie said that. Pause. He said Tyrod. He read the comment. Y'all read the comment. I ain't gonna say it all here. But shout out to Kenzie, man. He listens to the show too much because he started to emulate us. But yeah, let's talk about. That's the top 10.
I don't agree with that at all.
Here's some notables. Give me a quarterback. I'm gonna actually.
Tyrod Taylor's 35. That's notable.
Okay. Besides that, name a quarterback. And I'll tell you if they made this list.
Derek Carr most definitely made the list.
He was 14.
14.
Ahead of him. And we gave you the top 10. So here's 11. Here's 13 through 11. Baker Mayfield 13.
What?
Ryan Tannehill 12.
No.
And Justin Herbert 11.
Okay, I understand why they say Justin Herbert, but no, not the other two. No way.
Give me another. Give me a quarterback, Mark.
Tyrod Taylor.
Okay, Nick, give me another quarterback because he's looking at the list, man. Give me another quarterback.
Trevor Lawrence.
So where they got Trevor Lawrence at?
28.
Timeout.
Yo, you mean to tell me that you have him better than 4 starters already? I don't care who he is. He hasn't even done anything on the field yet.
They got him better than Teddy Bridgewater. That's crazy.
Oh, that's insane.
So let me tell you who they have Trevor Lawrence better than. At 29 is Andy Dalton. 30, Mac Jones. 31,
Mac Jones.
Yes, Mac Jones.
Oh, yeah.
31, Jared Goff.
They got Cam Newton at 20.
20 what?
At number 20.
Should I know his QBR rating? 32, Teddy Bridgewater.
All right, both of y'all relax. Go ahead.
33, Drew Lock. So both my Broncos went back to back. Go figure. 2 of 34.
Marcus Mariota better than Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod 35.
I have to agree with that.
Marcus Mariota 36.
Trey Lance better than Tyrod Taylor. Justin
Kelvin Mond.
Who the hell is that?
The quarterback from Texas A&M. The quarterback from Texas A&M.
What number is he?
37. He's playing for Minnesota. He was the third round. He got drafted in Minnesota.
Tyrod only 2 quarterbacks better than him.
Man, they don't knock it off.
Trey Lance 38.
Okay.
Justin Fields 39. And Case Keenum 40.
Where did Kellen Mond play that? Where?
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M. I don't think Tyrod Taylor can start there now.
Oh, that's just absolutely insane.
By the way, so since we get 27 was Zach Wilson, 26 Daniel Jones.
Who?
Daniel Jones. 25 Jameis. 24 Taysom Hill.
Are you serious? As a quarterback? Look.
So what's next?
Time out. So he's 26. If he's 26 and
he's 24.
He's 24. If he's 24, Cam Newton should be number 1.
23 Fitzpatrick. 22 Ben Roethlisberger.
What?
21.
All right, time out. What is this list?
This is Chris Sims' top 40 quarterback rankings.
He got Tyrod Taylor at 35.
Overall?
Yes.
In history?
No.
Currently.
Current quarterbacks.
He still plays?
He's on the Texans.
They got Baker Mayfield number 13.
Where they got OVO, the dude with OVO tattoo?
That's Baker Mayfield.
No.
Who?
Manziel. We at 15?
He might as well be.
You might as well make this list.
Yeah, for
Is he
real.
better than Taylor?
Do he still play?
He
Nah,
played in Canada or
Play somewhere
somewhere.
in Canada.
Nah, he's actually retired. There was some news about him the other day. He's retiring to play. He's going to try to become a professional golfer now.
That's how when you rich. You become a golfer.
Oh, I was about to say something on air, and I'm glad I didn't.
Man, yeah.
I'm about to be Stephen A. Smith.
Man. All right.
So, Garoppolo 21, Cam 20, Sam Darnold 19, Carson Wentz 18, Joe Burrow 17,
Carson Wentz 18.
Kirk Cousins 16, Matt Ryan 15.
Kirk Cousins 16.
Yeah.
Kenzie, Dak is number 9, right?
Yes.
Wait. And what number is Derek Carr?
Derek Carr is 14.
You mean to tell me that he thinks Derek Carr is only 1 spot ahead of Kirk Cousins?
2 spots.
Continue.
I can't believe somebody got Tyrod Taylor in the top 40.
Bruh, I can't believe that he got Baker Mayfield number 13.
Chris Sims.
Our backup quarterback better than
Well, both
he's
my
not.
quarterbacks made the list.
No, he's not.
Better than Tyrod. Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Have you seen Tyrod play?
Have you seen? Do you know who we're talking about? We're talking about Mitchell Trubisky.
Yes.
Mitchell Trubisky or
Cal-
Tyrod Taylor?
Cal Orton better than
All right,
Tyrod
next.
Wow.
He said Kyle Orton. Oh my God, yeah.
I totally
Next.
forgot Kyle Orton. He played for
JP
y'all. He played for
I'll forget about him too. Go ahead.
JP Losman better than him to this day.
JP Lossman.
Hey, that was supposed to be our quarterback. If it would have been Lane Kiffin's decision,
JP.
that might have been the smartest thing he ever did.
At number 1?
No, he was going to draft Calvin Johnson number 1 and then draft JT Losman in the second round.
Yeah.
By the way, Megatron said the other day he tried to ask out of Detroit. They wouldn't let him get a trade.
Duh, they not.
He said he was kind of jealous that Stafford got traded to the Rams.
Detroit is the ruiner of NFL careers. Barry Sanders.
How do you have Detroit? You quite possibly have had 2 players who are top 5 at their positions
You might
all
be
time.
You might be the Knicks of the football league of NFL.
No, at
Fitzpatrick
least
was-
the Knicks have won.
Kenzie Fitzpatrick was
That don't count.
22.
Detroit hasn't won a playoff game in 50 years.
Yikes.
The last time that Detroit won a playoff game, I think my dad was about 4. Shout out to my dad. Today is birthday. Shout out to Pops.
Happy birthday, Pops.
Shout
Shout out to Pops.
And shout out to all the fathers. Happy Father's Day.
Most definitely. Shout out to y'all.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Most
it.
definitely.
Appreciate you, brother.
Most definitely. Shout out to everybody. I don't know if he's in there.
Let's see.
He probably knocked out right now, knowing him. Yeah, Pop sleep. But he'll
So,
hear the episode.
So yeah, let's now head over to the NBA, to the National Basketball Association. So we can. I don't want Mark to get us fired because it's Tyrod slander. I mean,
I'm not slandering Tyrod. I'm just telling the truth. Cal Orton better.
wow. So we're watching the
Bob
conference,
Orton better than him.
the conference finals. We're seeing right now this.
Dan Orlovsky. No, he's not.
I'm about to say not Dan Orlovsky.
He's not better than Tyrod.
I said no, he's not. I said no, he's
Yeah,
not.
Dan Orlovsky
I don't know,
is
some
garbage.
garbage.
Garbage. He talks like he's the quarterback guru too.
Man, he's garbage.
Says the dude that always freaking.
Well, he went to UConn. What's quarterbacks don't?
I mean, I'll leave it
UConn.
like this. This is the same guy that was defending Carson Wentz with his life, and Carson Wentz was playing like trash.
Hot garbage. So we're watching the
I don't
conference
know how that
finals.
wasn't no foul.
We have now down to the final 4.
I hate that foul.
I hate that foul too. That foul is whack.
Why do that? I don't understand it.
That foul is garbage.
What foul?
That when they do that to stop the fast
When you
break.
stop the fast break, it should be a free throw and a ball.
Really? It's basically a clear path foul. Like it's honestly basically a clear path
It's not
foul.
a foul. He didn't foul him.
He sure didn't.
Paul, you gotta stay on your feet, buddy.
He tripped over what's his name foot.
Yeah.
Never caught his balance.
So we're watching the West.
That's
It's
actually a
Phoenix and the Clippers. In the East, it'll be Atlanta and Milwaukee.
I never in life would have thought I'd hear that ever.
Wow.
Atlanta and Milwaukee.
Shout out to
That's
Ernie.
something you'll hear in 2K.
By the way, that's gonna be the Ernie Johnson Bowl. Because obviously Ernie Johnson's from Milwaukee.
Oh wow, and he is, huh?
As you said, the mean streets. I didn't know there were any mean streets in Milwaukee. Shout out to all them.
Don't go out there and tell them that.
Yeah, they really.
Yeah.
By the way, Milwaukee, y'all still want to make that Bradley Beal trade? Y'all still want to? There's still time. I know Drew Holiday's committed to Team USA as well.
I don't care. Drew Holiday played trash in that game. Oh my gosh, he played
You
trash.
still want to make that Bradley Beal trade? Make that call for Bradley Beal? You got 24 hours until the game starts.
Yep.
Y'all can make that call now.
You most definitely
He's
can.
not doing anything. He's running. Him and White's probably in Cancun somewhere. He'll come off the
What?
beach. Him and White's they're probably in Cancun.
No,
No, he's under contract for one more year.
they're going to trade him. He's not re-signing.
Bobby Schmurda balling.
Yes, he is. Too bad he can't ball on defense.
Cameron Payne.
Yeah,
Still was in the G League like a year ago. Now he's on a.
Oh my God.
What the heck is that? Dude.
All right, man. Yeah. That's on Shaq and the Fool too.
Come on, dog.
That's why they don't play Boogie.
Marcus Morris has been struggling.
Yeah, he has.
So let's talk about the teams that were eliminated. Since we brought up Bradley Beal, let's go to Cancun, gentlemen. As we're talking NBA. And now, since we're in Cancun, 3 teams have joined the island of elimination.
Karen Payne got 16 points. I blame Patrick Beverly.
Well, you act like that's a difficult task.
Well, Patrick Beverly's not guarding him.
Oh yeah, that's on Reggie Jackson then. Oh, good defense.
Good defense, boy.
That's
Man,
what,
for
that's
real.
what that's what they pay him for.
He paying too much.
Yeah. He don't. Do that.
He really do.
He doesn't do that enough.
But I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna count nobody's pockets. But go ahead. Who in Elimination Island?
Oh, so the Utah Jazz. Let's go there. Who had the best record in the NBA, had a 2-0 lead on the Los Angeles Clippers, who we're watching right now. As Marcus Morris just got five. Whoa.
Wow, that wasn't a foul.
And I guess not. I'm
Not
sorry.
Not in Phoenix.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Look,
It's Cameron.
19.
Bad shot.
Yeah, but
The Utah Jazz were up 2-0, and then one Stephen A. Smith, who will be a real fixture in calling out names later,
you better make
put
that.
the ultimate hex on Donovan Mitchell. Ever since he said that Donovan Mitchell, Nick Freese pointed this out, and he'll elaborate more on it during the calling out names.
Mm-hmm.
The moment he said Donovan Mitchell was the greatest Jazz player in franchise history,
They lost every game since. Every single game since.
let me remind you that the Utah Jazz
We're up 2-0 when this
and
statement was made.
their franchise has the number 2 all-time leading scorer in NBA history in Karl Malone,
You got to make that PG.
and the all-time leader in assists and steals in John Stockton, who are both members of the Dream Team, who are both 2-time gold medalists because they were also on that 96 team with Shaq and Penny. And one person who was in the greatest draft, DeAndre Ayton, 84.
Call my names.
Hey, they playing rough out there right now.
They not calling nothing.
Hey.
Not,
Whoa.
Look like he was going to make that. I'm going to be honest.
It was a good look. It was a good look.
But go ahead.
But the Utah Jazz, were they a fraudulent 1 seed?
Yeah.
Rudy Gobert was basically I don't even know what's the opposite of liability. In insurance, they say you have liability or full coverage. You have liability or full coverage. I don't know which one he was. He was definitely a liability.
Rudy Gobert was non-existent in this series, and that's the reason why I will talk
We got-
about him later.
What you got, B?
Me and Nick was watching the game, or me and B Finn,
Shout out to B fan.
and
shout out to me, fan.
this dude was Gobert. Now I don't watch basketball often like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
I'm watching Gobert's getting shook with the old Iverson juke.
The easy and
The
that's crazy.
My God, look what you done started, man.
What?
I was saying, now my boy Kenzie said Randy Orton's better than Tyrod Taylor. I mean, come on.
I already said Bob Orton better than him. That's his grandfather.
Look what you done started, man. You done started the Tyrod hate campaign. You and B done started the Tyrod hate campaign on this show, man. But go ahead, B. Continue.
If Nick can start the Chris Middleton hate, I can start the Tyrod Taylor hate.
Man.
Teddy
Man.
Bridgewater was 32.
All right.
Huh? Go ahead, B. Continue what you were saying about Gobert.
it was just sad. Like he was. It seemed like he was fatigued, but his defense is. I don't know how he won defensive player.
He's 7'3". Simple as that.
I don't.
Let me tell you something.
And you're right. But go ahead.
This is why I said from the very beginning it was so dumb that he won Defensive Player of the Year. If you break down his look, even the analytics, who pretty much the reason why he won this, they show when it comes to his defense, his paint defense is what it's pretty much what made him the Defensive Player of the Year, quote unquote. Now, if you look at his perimeter defense is absolutely atrocious.
Says Terrence Mann.
Yeah, his perimeter defense is actually at a negative, which makes no sense. You cannot be a Defensive Player of the Year and have a phase of the game in defense that's a negative. That makes no sense.
Mark.
Yes. Do I think Utah was a fraudulent number 1 seed?
Yeah, and then your thoughts also on Mr. Defensive Player of the Year, or so is that what they call him?
I can't say it was a fraudulent number 1 seed because they earned that. That's one. Two, I don't think Gobert is a defensive player of the year. I think it should have been Ben Simmons. I've been saying that all year.
Clearly.
Let's not talk about that.
And the Clippers exposed Gobert in the playoffs, even without Kawhi. Mm-hmm. Like you couldn't play Gobert. Gobert shouldn't have been on the floor when the Clippers went small
Man, look, there's no reason why somebody who's 7'3"
because he has no offensive game.
should not be able. That's why I said this series against Phoenix is going to be different because we dealt with two bigs that can't score in the paint. We actually they have somebody that's going to score in the paint. So that's what's going to be the difference. So how are we going to deal with that?
What do you do with Quinn Snyder? Now, he's a good coach, but, man, did he get Ty Lue ran circles around him in that series.
He got out coached. Just like that. He got out coached 2 straight series last year and this year.
By the way, they're showing Terrence Mann stats from that game 6. 39 points, 15 for 21 from the field, 7 for 10 for 3. All career highs.
Quinn Snyder, I don't think they get rid of him. I think they should keep him.
He's definitely on the hot seat next
But
year.
I do think they need a number 2 option.
Yes.
So we saying Mike Conley's not number 2.
Well, Mike Conley was hurt.
Right.
Even with Mike Conley healthy, I don't think he should be the number 2 option for scoring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's why they brought over what's his name, Bogdanovich over there to be the second scoring option.
Yeah.
But he's not a consistent scoring option either.
Yeah. You need a consistent scoring option. I'm be honest with you, like somebody like Donovan Mitchell, as weird as this might sound, I think the perfect fit for him might be somebody like Giannis.
Yeah.
Because they can feed off each other.
Either that or Russell Westbrook.
I think Giannis needs a scoring guard, and I think Donovan need a big that can score. Pause.
That would be an interesting scenario. If Donovan Mitchell forces his way out of Utah.
That's not gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen
because he got D Wade there now. Him and D Wade is like,
yeah,
that's not gonna happen. So they go
Wade 2.0.
They go trade. I guarantee you soon, within the next couple of years, they go trade Gobert.
They should trade him like right now.
Can't you say the teacher from Daria, Quinn Snyder, gets one more year if they have a second round exit? He's gone. I'll say he's the teacher from Daria, the show from MTV. That's crazy.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny.
The teacher from Daria.
He hasn't gotten to the second round yet, and and to be honest,
Well, he also went to Duke.
Push off.
yeah.
I don't know what's going on here.
Look, for 2 straight years, he's had a lead in the series and lost it. He had a 3-1 lead last year, lost it in the first round. He had a 2-0 lead this series, lost it.
Yeah, the 3-1 lead was horrible. You have to close that out. But the 2-0 lead this year, like I'm gonna be honest with you, and I told y'all, a healthy Clipper team, the only team that would have beat them is a healthy Laker team.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So even with AD being out, even and not being completely healthy, when y'all playing against Dallas, I said the Clippers is going to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Utah. It was a good regular season team, good regular season for them. But in the playoffs, you need that second option.
Yeah, you need that second option to be consistent, and they just hit a reverse on what they playing right now.
Let me also let's go to the other 2 teams that were eliminated. Let's start with the Brooklyn Nets. Oh boy, Art, do you want? Because obviously we're gonna have a lot of talk about the Sixers, but let's start with Brooklyn. Obviously, they were upset. Then Game 7, Kevin Durant played out of his mind.
We stopping the Durant slander. I'm not taking none of that Durant slander today.
Okay.
I really don't have nothing to say for him, but I'm just gonna say, man, all I'm gonna say is
I'm gonna say it's 0 for 6.
All I'm gonna say is
0 for 6. Air
that
ball.
air ball.
0 for 6.
I don't care.
Air
I don't
ball.
care. I don't care. You are the best player in the world. You do not air ball.
He's not.
I'm
not.
just saying.
That's what people.
I'm just saying.
That's what people are saying about him.
He's the best player
I'm-
in the
Playing right now.
in the playoffs.
That I understand what y'all saying. That falls on Steve Nash.
and I agree on that part because Steve Nash.
You have timeouts. Call a timeout. Let him get a breather in. Call 2 timeouts back to back.
I agree.
Set up a play.
I agree.
Easy money sniper do not air ball.
I'm,
Backboard, rim.
listen. Only thing I'm gonna say is until you played 53 minutes and you carry that whole load pause.
I'm not gonna carry the whole load.
You know what I'm saying? Like that man was tired, man. I get it.
I seen LeBron do it.
And LeBron, but that's the thing.
He's not LeBron.
He's not
It
LeBron.
don't matter. But that's the thing, though. We not going. That's what I don't like is when it's okay. But then when LeBron get it, people are on LeBron head. No,
I'm giving him the same
No.
treatment LeBron gets.
he airballed a big shot.
Let LeBron airball
If
that.
LeBron did that, the NBA is nuts. They've been talking about it more than the playoffs right now.
They're still talking about LeBron losing in the first round. It's the second game of round 3 right now. They're still talking about LeBron losing
That's
in the
good
first
defense.
round. And I'm talking about that on calling out names. Go ahead.
I didn't like the shot KD took. And
That was
I'm
a bad shot.
Yeah, not just because he airballed, because he didn't have to turn around. Me and Jamie was talking about that Sunday. We was like, all he had to do was just do his normal.
But you also got to think, though, he hit that shot to tie the game up.
Yeah, but he also got to have the awareness, knowing like he knows how much energy he has.
Or he could wear the right side shoe.
Jalen's celebrating right now because the Pistons have the number 1 pick. Get Jay Will out of here. You said you wanted to be a Tar Heel, but you still went to Duke. Whatever.
I mean,
Jay Will was a baller.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That was good defense by Drew Holiday as well. Let's not take that away from him. That was some good defense by Drew Holiday.
But like Mark said,
I don't think the defense played a factor in that. I think it was more fatigue that played defense.
It was the shoes. He didn't wear the right side shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's a 17. He wore 18.
Hey,
but he said that's what he always played. He's normally a 17, but he wears 18. Pause.
I've heard people use that as an excuse, and I laughed. I don't want to hear nothing about if he would have wore his regular size shoe, that would have worked. Are you freaking kidding me? Get the hell up out of here!
Are you kidding me?
That's ridiculous.
Wow. So both Devin Booker and Paul George each only have 9 points.
They're both struggling right now.
Yeah.
But nah, I think with Brooklyn, man, they gonna have to do better. Their coaching gonna have to get better in that for sure.
Their coaching isn't that good.
Yeah. No, they
according to Kyrie, they didn't need a coach.
Well, Kyrie was on the bench, so what does he matter?
Well, that's
Part of the reason.
That's part of the reason why they needed a coach.
Yeah. Kyrie said he needed a coach, and see what Kenzie said. They killed LeBron for getting blocked by Mario Hezonja. Called him old and washed.
Thank you.
They did kill LeBron for getting blocked by Hezonja.
They killed LeBron for everything. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm giving Kevin Durant. Look, you were asked to do LeBron James-esque stuff, and you couldn't do it.
Who asked him to do that?
Steve Nash.
Okay, who expected him to do that?
Steve Nash. Everybody. He's supposed to be the second best player in the league.
He's not.
Hey, Zubac look like your boy with the Durango. not Durango.
Oh, what, the Ram?
The Ram.
That's funny.
Listen, I get what y'all saying, and I'm not saying y'all wrong, but the only thing I'm saying is watching that game, LeBron didn't come in my head. Pause. He didn't. LeBron didn't. Like it wasn't no need for LeBron to even come up. We looking at Brooklyn and Milwaukee. Why is Bron even being brought up right now?
Can I drop a Woj bomb right quick?
Go ahead.
You need the music.
Give him some breaking news. We got to drop a Woj bomb right quick. Well, it's not a surprise, but it's just been confirmed official.
Okay, go ahead.
So as we know, like I said, they had the NBA draft lottery before the game. The Detroit Pistons will have the number 1 pick. The presumptive number 1 overall pick, Cade Cunningham, plans to only visit with the Detroit Pistons.
So he's pretty much the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah. Back to you, Mark.
Why would you only?
Because he knows he's not going past number 1.
He knows he's unlocked to be the number 1 pick. He was at Cool Kicks a few weeks ago too.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. We want to see Durant, take a better shot than that. But man, that what we watched him play, how we watched him play, man, was an amazing brand of basketball. I think we should just appreciate that, man.
Oh, I agree.
Kenzie said that Zubac looked like a skinny version of Brock Lesnar. Wow.
Did he do just enough, or he did more?
KD?
Yeah,
I think he did more.
He definitely did more than he's ever did in was ever asked for in those final 3 games.
You think about the game 5? We were here watching game 5 last week. We thought these dudes were toast, and he basically was 1 point shy of a 50-point triple-double. Harden wasn't himself. He made it after the game. He had a grade 2 hamstring strain, which we pretty much knew. He was not James Harden. Mm-hmm. And Kyrie wasn't even and Kyrie didn't play after twisting his ankle in game 4. So look, with KD, I didn't like the shot because I didn't think he needed to do the turnaround. I think he just could have just stopped, pulled up, did his normal, mid-range or 3-point. He pulls up on the top of the key, but it's all said and done now. Now Brooklyn has to stay healthy. They get a full training camp together. Steve Nash is going to have to learn from his mistakes as a coach. They brought you here because they believe in you. Now you're going to have to prove that you're going to have to really earn. KD did. KD and Kyrie did. And there's another thing with KD. I need him to be more of the alpha. I know he has a beta personality and he has the alpha talent, but he's going to have to be an alpha and stop letting Kyrie do all the talking. And Kyrie, look, I get Kyrie has the alpha personality because obviously he's another Mamba. He's a Mamba Academy disciple. I get that. Wow, my Uncle Kevin really listens to this show too much. He says, "Is JaVale McGee still in the playoffs?" Now, and he put that in air quotes. I'm assuming he's talking about Giannis. I'm assuming he's talking about Giannis. Giannis is in the conference finals, unless you're talking about the real JaVale McGee. He was eliminated in the last round.
He's definitely talking about Giannis. And you know, shout out to I hate saying this too. Shout out to Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton for having a very bad game and figuring it out at the end. Because if it wasn't for them, they most definitely would have lost that game.
They're going to be part of Team USA as well. But we'll talk about when the roster's fully announced. But
Chris Middleton's still garbage.
Let's talk about these Sixers, man.
Right, we done with Brooklyn?
Do we anything else we want to talk about with Brooklyn? Obviously, look, we know I had them in the finals. I had them versus Lakers in the finals. God, we should order some Wingstop next week. Oh man,
That sounds good right now.
Yeah. Oh man, so next year they get a full training camp. KD's gonna have a full year. Obviously, he's gonna go to play in the Olympics as well. So he's probably gonna be a little more motivated when he gets into training camp. Harden's going too. Chris and Drew saved Giannis as you know what, Pauls.
They most definitely did.
I still think that Brooklyn still had a chance to win if Joe Harris make 3 shots.
You make 2 shots. Man, you paying that dude Joe Harris, you getting 4 years, $72 million. You can't be missing them shots. Look at Jalen when he finding out that the Pistons have the number 1 pick. Kay Cunningham's going to.
You got the Steve Harvey wig. Go ahead.
Wow.
Chris Brown go slap it off.
Save that for tomorrow, please. We're not going there.
Do you got a gold pin on?
Yeah, it's probably maybe.
All right, that's enough. That's enough of this clown. Go ahead.
So,
Jacket.
shout out to the Pistons getting the number 1 pick. Kay Cunningham, enjoy Detroit.
He's not. Go ahead.
Evan Mobley, enjoy Houston. We'll look over the mock draft next week. So the Sixers.
Is his brother coming out in the draft?
He's a senior. I think probably, yeah.
I thought he was a junior.
Well, yeah, he's probably coming out.
He's a junior. They both came out the draft. I think he's gonna be he might be a top 15. He's gonna be a top 15, but he's not.
Yeah.
He's not as good as his brother.
No, he got game though.
Yes, he does.
Isaiah's gonna definitely be he's gonna be like a 15 to 20 pick.
Yeah.
We all know Evan Mobley's
He's gonna be a steal.
Evan Mobley's is looking for real estate in Houston right now.
I would like to see both of them on the same team, but go ahead.
Man, it's possible.
Very possible.
Very possible. If he falls to the second round, Jalen got the Carlos Bruiser spray paint. Oh, wow.
Yeah, he most definitely does.
So, the Philadelphia 76ers, number 1 seed in the East. This is the first time, actually, since 94 that neither number 1 seed are in the conference finals. I was like, man, is Jordan retire in 2021 too? That's right. Because wasn't the Bulls the number 1 seed in 94? If I'm not mistaken, the Bulls were number 1 seed in 94.
They might have been.
And I think it might have been Seattle or Portland. No, it was Phoenix. Remember remember Houston beat Phoenix in 7? Mario Elie hit that shot?
Sure did.
So the Sixers, obviously Joel Embiid played on a torn meniscus. He gave it his all. Can't say the same about Ben Simmons. I've seen there's no J in his. I hope they don't call him Benjamin because they need to call him Ben Amen because obviously there's no J in his name.
What in the world was that?
Don't call him Benjamin because there's no J in his name.
Yo, all right, yeah, that was crazy.
Yo, when I heard it too. I heard it.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So Ben Simmons, the last fourth quarters went 0 for 0 in the last fourth quarters of the playoffs.
Y'all heard that right, everybody. He went 0 for 0, which means he did not attempt a single field goal for the last 4 fourth quarters. How in the world
Are you kidding me?
are you the second best player on a team and you do something like that?
Look, I'm and like Mark said, don't try to count another man's pockets. But you got 4 years, 134 million, over 140 million left on your contract.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This is definitely one of those moments where your pocket should most definitely be counted. Because, bro, what in the world are they paying you for?
The same thing they paid him for before he gave him the contract.
Yeah.
They're doing the exact same thing.
Exactly.
I don't know why everybody's mad.
I'm not mad either. Like my boys Fat and Josh said, he didn't sign the contract with a gun. He signed it with a pen. Basically saying,
Right. It wasn't no gun to him. Like, give me this contract.
no, y'all made the negotiations with Rich Paul and Clutch Sports to give Ben Simmons this money. Y'all could have said no. We'll wait till you see if you develop a jump shot. No. And you could have had James Harden, Daryl Morey. 25 over 26 teams will want to be in our. Oh wow, I know that comment. I know the comments everyone's saying. Some people saying that that workout was him basically saying that he's saving his jump shot when he comes to the Lakers.
If I'm the Lakers, I'll avoid this clown at all costs.
I think it's the Philadelphia 76ers. I think if you look at him and Markelle Fultz, I'm blaming the Sixers organization.
Starting with remember Colangelo basically took
Listen.
Markelle Fultz and they could have had Jason Tatum.
Listen, Markelle Fultz shot was good
Yeah, it wasn't college.
until he got to Philly,
But we'll talk about that off air.
and then he goes to Orlando. Now all of a sudden his shots fixed again.
That wasn't it.
What did y'all make of what Stephen A. said today? Well, someone texted him about Ben Simmons. That he doesn't work.
I'm not surprised.
He's a cry that he gets babied,
Not surprised.
and obviously he doesn't listen to nobody.
I don't think Stephen A. Smith should have said that on air.
I don't think Stephen A. Smith cares.
Well, obviously he must don't care because anybody compares Devin Booker to Kobe Bryant must not care how stupid that sounds. I'm gonna say that for the next segment.
I mean, hey, he's already made 2 idiotic statements this past playoff, so that shows you how much in the moment he lives.
But let's talk about the Sixers now. All right, here's the lottery results.
Let's get rid of Doc Rivers.
Pistons,
It's
Rockets,
not Doc Rivers' fault.
2, Cavs, Raptors, Magic, Thunder, Warriors 7. Magic have 2 top 10 picks at 8. Kings, Pelicans. Obviously, the Warriors have two lottery picks.
Man, the Kings stay in the lottery, boy.
Well,
Well, they about to trade. They about to trade Buddy Hield for Kuzma.
They'll be idiots. Go ahead.
I guarantee you, hey, do not be shocked. My boy, I saw one of LeBron's homeboys said that Melo wants to come to the Lakers now. Dwight wants to come back to the Lakers.
He should have never left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He never wanted to leave.
Dang you, Palinka. But and that they're gonna try to Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield wants to be a Laker, but look,
They should have drafted.
like
Buddy
I
Hield.
said, we talking all this fantasy GM stuff. How are these deals getting done? I trust Rob. He's gonna find some diamonds in the rough or whatever. But look, man, we can't play fantasy GM. I know everyone's saying, well, trade, this guy for that guy. And look, this is not going to be easy. We are right against the cap as far as space. But it's whatever.
Anyway, the Sixers.
The Sixers, though, obviously now the talk is Ben Simmons. Should Ben Simmons be back? I think he's gone. They're gonna find somewhere to trade. Now, the question is, who would you trade for him? I just think he needs to start because obviously Philly, that's a brutal market.
It's not who you trade for him. It's who would accept him at this point. Because the
His
thing
value
is,
is low.
Yeah, his value is low because, it's like what you guys said. Nobody should be surprised at what he's doing. But in the same aspect, you would think that somebody who has let's be honest, Ben Simmons is a talented player. Somebody who's at the talent level that he has, and he's 6'10", and you just refuse to shoot the ball. I mean, prime example is that play when he cut to the rack against Trae Young. He saw Trae Young and he dished the ball out, and instead of him going up for a layup and possibly being an and one, he kicks it out to I think was that who was
Thibault.
It was Thibault.
Yeah.
And he missed one of the free throws.
I didn't know Trae Young was an All-NBA defender, but
I don't think Trae Young did either.
But I guess. But some people saying, do you trade him? Maybe trade him for CJ? Do you trade him Minnesota for D'Angelo Russell? He just needs a fresh start somewhere. But we'll see where that goes from there. All right, Mark. I'm gonna let you get your stuff off on Doc Rivers. Pause. Why Doc Rivers is not gonna? And I agree with you. He shouldn't skate.
Doc Rivers don't make no adjustments. There's no way in the world Philadelphia should have lost that series. And it's not all on Doc Rivers because, of course, he's not out there playing. But as you're just watching the game, and maybe I'm looking at it because I used to coach, but as I'm looking at these games, I'm thinking you have to make adjustments. There's a bunch of adjustments you could have made.
Yeah, it's like cutting your rotation. You can't go 10 deep in the playoffs. I'm sorry.
I'm not going to even say that because their 10th man actually saved him one game.
That's true.
So I'm not going to even say that. I just feel like defensive rotations. I think that and it's bad because Danny Green got hurt.
Yeah.
That hurt him a lot. But defensive rotations. But Doc Rivers just got a history of coming up short when it matters the most. Wow. He hasn't got past the second round since he
left Boston. Well, it was once. Yeah, that's right. That's right. He hasn't got past the second round since he left Boston.
Yeah.
Because he never got past.
And he was about to get fired from Boston. I just think Doc Rivers is overrated. I'm going to just say it here. I think he's overrated coach. But go ahead. Somebody else go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Nick.
Now,
he's your former coach.
Now, you said that you shouldn't go 10 deep in the playoffs, right?
I didn't say that.
I agree.
I said that.
All right. So I agree with that. But you know why he has to go 10 deep in the playoffs? Because the second best player goes 0 for 0 in the fourth quarter. How can you adjust to that? There's no adjusting to that.
There's nothing wrong going 10 deep in the playoffs. Like I said, that 10th man killed you. Saved your team one time.
How does Lonzo LaMelo get in the Black Widow commercial?
Because they who they are.
Because Melo.
Go ahead.
It's because of their dad. This is what it really comes down to. Seriously, I understand what you're saying because you already know how I feel about Doc Rivers at this point. I'm not defending Doc Rivers no more for anything, but. You cannot put this so like. Doc Rivers may have
not solely
5% blame on this. I'm sorry. There's nothing you can do.
5?
Man, look. What can you do when your second best? All right, I'll give you a prime example. What if it? What would happen if the Lakers was going when Lakers going in the playoffs and Kobe decides to go 0 for 0 in the fourth quarter in 4 straight games?
I can't even part my lips balls to even say it, even think that.
That's what I'm saying, but thank you. That's my whole point. When you're a second option, that type of thing, you can't plan for. You can't plan for your second best player to basically disappear every fourth quarter.
I'm so glad to see them courtside, man.
I'm gonna ask you this: if do you feel Quinn Snyder should only have 5%?
What?
Of blame for Utah's loss?
What? Quinn Snyder?
Uh-huh.
Does he serve 5%?
Well, Quinn Snyder's problem was, and to be honest with you, his second best option was hurt most of the time. Let's just be honest. Mike Conley supposed to be their second best player. He was hurt most of the time.
Well, if you want to get technical,
Joel Embiid was hurt the whole playoffs.
No, not Joel Embiid. Ben Simmons not their second best offensive player.
He's their second best player,
but he's not the best second offensive. He's not the second best offensive player.
Who's the second best offensive player?
Tobias Harris,
who showed up.
Cool, that's fine. So he did what he's supposed to do, right?
All right. So how many points did Ben Simmons average throughout the season?
During the regular season?
Yes.
I think he averaged like 15, 16.
He did not look.
He averaged 9 in the playoffs.
I get that.
What does Shaq always say? The superstars, their numbers go up in the playoffs, not go down.
He's not a superstar.
He's not a superstar.
He's not a superstar.
But he's look, and I agree. But he's viewed as a superstar.
Well, this is the thing. Because for me, this is the reason why I'm not so mad at Ben Simmons is because Ben Simmons did what he always does. Even when they won the first series, he was doing the same thing. It just wasn't exposed because they won. Mm-hmm. This is Ben Simmons,
right?
And that doesn't mean it's not a problem. That's a problem.
But if you already built your team around that, that's why you got Tobias Harris. That's why you got Seth Curry. That's why you got a Danny Green.
Technically,
so hold on.
Go ahead.
You have built your team around your second best player, not being offensive minded. Now, when the big moments show up and who you built your team around, whether it was Seth Curry, whether it was Tobias Harris, didn't show up, you can't fall back and say, okay, Ben Simmons, you should have did this, because that's not what we paid you to do.
So you think they paid Ben Simmons to defend and pretty much distribute the basketball?
Yes.
Okay, and they pay him to give you at least about 15 points per game.
I don't know what they pay him as far as points wise, because he's never done it.
He's giving you at least 15.
That's a plus for Ben Simmons.
That's the number he's always averaged. 15 has always been about the number he's averaged.
And that's fine, but that's a plus. When you sign Tobias Harris, who's an offensive player, and you have Seth Curry, who's a shooter, you have Danny Green, you have these players that can come in and score. You built your team to let Ben Simmons be Ben Simmons. So when y'all lose, I can't say everything falls on Ben Simmons.
I'm not putting it all on Ben Simmons. Like I said, I think he's not without blame because obviously, like Mark said, he's trying to he wants to be a pass first point guard. I think the thing also is, yeah, he's a point guard, but I think they need to make an adjustment. He's 6'11". I get it, you're a 6'11" point guard, but no, you're a 6'11" power forward. You just be real.
At least play in the paint.
At least
score in the paint.
And to bring up to your point, if you're gonna have if you're gonna build a team like Mark said, where you have a Seth Curry on one wing, you got Tobias Harris at the top of the key, you got Danny Green in one corner, and you got Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid as your on the block, then you need to make the move to say, okay, Ben Simmons, yeah, you're our primary ball handler, but you need to be on the block instead of keeping him on the perimeter. Basically, knowing that he's not going to shoot, he's not going to be a shooter.
Especially because what the team do is put their smallest person or the person they're trying to hide, like they put a Seth Curry on Ben Simmons.
That's whack.
And that's where I with you on this. Ben Simmons should develop that 5 to 10 foot offensive game.
I'm gonna give you one thing. What was he doing his real rookie year when he sat out with a broken foot?
Nothing.
Playing Call of Duty.
Playing nothing.
Or being in Miami with Kendall Jenner. Or Tinashe, or whoever he was dating at the time. I know he was dating both of them. But look,
here's
I don't know at the same time,
here's
but
my
he-
whole thing though.
Polygamy?
Listen, now this is the thing that makes me upset about it. Now, if you score, it's not the fact that he just scored 5 points. It's the fact of
He's not aggressive.
Thank you,
Yeah. I get that.
because
I
I've
get
seen
that.
you in the playoffs be aggressive. When Jared Dudley pissed him off, guess what the hell he did? He scored 40 points on him.
Show did. Show did.
Going to the rack, doing everything that you would think that Ben Simmons scoring is supposed to be. We're not expecting Ben Simmons to shoot 3-pointers. I'm not expecting him to shoot these mid ranges. I'm expecting him to at least score in the paint.
Right, I agree with
Something
that.
I've seen him do his whole career. That's why I'm pissed off at him. That's why I'm like that doesn't make any sense.
So
That aspect alone, because you should
agree with that.
at the very least. You should be able to get 10 points easily every game just off of you being in the paint and being 6'10" and with your athleticism. You should have at least 10 points off of that alone, guaranteed.
I give you that. As from what I see, I think he should be at least getting 10 to 12 points, right?
Right.
But this is especially when you have people like Seth Curry guarding you, or you have Trae Young guarding you.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like not Seth Curry guarding, but you got Trae Young guarding you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like I get that point, but I also know as an offensive player, he's third, maybe fourth option on in the starting lineup as a scorer. Mm-hmm. So I get it, and his job is to distribute. His job is to be the facilitator of the offense.
Patrick Beverley had the same amount of fouls as points, 3. Wow. Continue.
So quick question.
Uh-huh.
Okay. It's a quick question from Kenzie. If there was a Woj bomb for the Lakers, would Showtime for him be on IG? Oh, definitely. It all depends what it is. I mean, I'm just gonna just make sure you check us out on Spaces later on this week. Let's go ahead and make some predictions. Then we'll get into calling out names. Who we got in the finals? And who we got in the finals? Who and how many games? So let's start.
I got us in 7 in this series.
So you got Suns in 7. Who you got in the East?
No, I don't got Suns in 7. I got us.
I mean Clippers in 7.
Yeah.
Who you got? My bad.
Yeah.
That's me. Who you got in the East?
I got Milwaukee coming out the East.
So we'll say the finals predictions for when the finals start. Mark, who you got?
This is tough, man, because I picked the Clippers, but my intuition is telling me that Kawhi towards ACL, and they're trying to keep it on the low.
My boy in the barbershop said that the other day too.
And I asked my people who
Work, no,
yeah,
you know, work, work,
yeah. He wouldn't give no information.
Of course.
But anyway, he not being healthy. I think that's gonna hurt the Clippers.
It most definitely hurts.
I'm especially because Chris Paul's coming back. I'm gonna go with Phoenix in 7.
I'm going Phoenix in 6.
Mm.
I'm going Phoenix in 6, and I do think this has the makings of a 7-game series. But I'm gonna go with Phoenix in 6. But man, I'd love to see a Game 7 with this series. See Devin Booker in a Game 7, but I think it's gonna be Phoenix in 6.
And me not being a Laker fan, I kind of feel Ty Lue. So I want the Clippers to go to the finals.
Okay, let's go over to the East. Is it unanimous? We're all picking Milwaukee.
I mean,
I'm not.
Well, B, who you got? B, what you think? You got Suns or Clippers?
Suns in 4.
Whoa, you're calling a sweep.
Wow.
I don't know about that one.
Okay.
Okay, that's
And I got Atlanta coming out the East.
Yeah, I got Atlanta too.
you got Atlanta.
I got Atlanta.
How many games?
6.
What you think, B?
You get them out there quick.
To the wire.
You say you on 7. What you got, Nick?
I got
You got Milwaukee in what?
I got Milwaukee in 6.
My God, who was that?
Campaign. I got Milwaukee in 6 too.
Yeah.
I think that series is gonna.
That series gonna be fun.
Yeah. Let me ask you this.
But Drew Holiday is a good defender, so that we should see what's going on.
That's what I wanted to get to. Who's gonna be the more Who's gonna be the more valuable? Who's gonna be the most important player in that series? We already know in this series is Kawhi, Chris Paul, Devin Booker, but Giannis or Trae Young, who's gonna be needed more? Because
Trae Young.
Trae Young most definitely gonna need more help, but I'm gonna be honest with you, Trae Young losing this series is not gonna affect him.
No.
Look,
It's
at
not.
this point, no matter what happens,
He
he got past the first
He
round.
playing with house money.
Exactly. So no matter what, he's cool.
Yeah.
He's and all actuality, he's overachieving. So no matter what he does, he's good.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they go to the finals and lose, it's not going to hurt him none. Anything, all it does is just help his value, and it also helps Atlanta show the reason why they traded Luka away for him.
hold up,
is
we got
Hunter-
some breaking news.
Oh no!
Is Hunter playing this series?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
I just saw. Shout out to my Showtime Forum familiar. I'm looking in the Slack. I do not believe this is happening.
Oh.
Wait, what happened?
Alex Caruso
The GOAT?
Nah.
was arrested for possession of marijuana in Texas last night.
That's
Lakers.
That's the bald eagle.
That's the dude who look like a scientist that play for the Lakers.
Yeah, him.
The young old dude.
Yeah,
Yes.
him. Yeah, he got arrested for marijuana possession.
Oh, Caruso.
No,
Not in Texas.
not in Texas.
No.
Oh, that's Arizona. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Caruso, man. Now I don't think that's going to affect him getting a new contract, but
None whatsoever. I mean, he's play out here, so that's not gonna help or hurt him now.
oh boy.
He'll have an ankle brace on, like
Yeah, like KCP.
So let's go ahead
he
and
can't play.
I got Milwaukee in 6.
Hey, Hunter's playing though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who you said DeAndre Hunter?
Uh-huh.
No, he's done. No, he's done.
Oh, that hurts.
No, he's done. He's not playing. I thought you said Herter. I'm sorry. No, DeAndre Hunter's done. He had a sprained MCL. He's done.
I'm still going with Atlanta. Because I want to see Atlanta go.
Now, barring some miraculous recovery. Oh!
If we seen Trey and Booker in the finals, that'd be crazy.
That'd be dope.
It really would.
That'd be dope for the what you call it, for the future of the NBA.
By the way, NBA ratings are up 29% this year in the playoffs.
I mean, compared to last year, of course, because it was this is around the time it's supposed to be played.
Nah, and not only that, look at all the stuff that was
Oh,
That was going
too
on.
woke. You can't talk about social issues and all that other. Yeah. Let's go. Let's get to calling out names, gentlemen. Oh boy, this is gonna be iconic. This might be one of those just drop the mic sessions for calling out names. So if we don't say anything, any good night salutations, we just gonna drop the mic based on calling out names. I'm gonna lead this off because I guarantee we gonna talk some names. So let me start off with one Stephen A. Smith. I'm just going ahead because this is gonna be one that we gonna have to breathe on for a minute. Stephen A. Smith. Donovan Mitchell is not the greatest player in Utah Jazz history. He's not the second best player in Utah Jazz history.
he's not the third.
You sure right?
Rest in peace, Mark Eaton.
He's not the fourth either.
Wait, you got Mark Eaton better than
Darren Williams?
No, I'm just saying rest in peace, Mark Eaton.
Oh,
No,
I was
no.
gonna say,
Darren,
hold
he's
on.
not better. No,
You're not better
Donovan
than
Mitchell's not better than
He
Darren.
not
A
better than
prime
Darren.
Darren Williams?
He's not better than Darren
He's
Williams.
definitely not better than Darren Williams.
A prime Darren? Never. Darren Williams that was taking Utah to the conference finals with Derek Fisher before Kobe got fouled? Get out of here, man.
Yeah.
Darren Williams, we was arguing was the best point guard in basketball against Chris Paul.
No, we wasn't.
You said it was Chris Paul at that
No,
time?
we wasn't.
Oh, Jason, get my bad. Okay.
Watch
What's-
your mouth.
Okay.
It was going for second best point guard. I give you that.
Cut the beat, been ready.
Oh.
Stephen A. Smith. Max Kellerman, you're on this one too. There's only one Kobe Bean Bryant. Let him rest in peace, please. I don't ever want to hear another player saying that's the next Kobe. I love Devin Booker. I like his game. He's not Kobe.
I was out on travel.
I'm going to just say this, and I'm going to move on to the next person. 10-time all-defensive first team. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, not 9, 10.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, he was a guard, so
I don't care.
it's a little different.
10. He's not. And you better not. You're going to say it again. But you really need to think about this. There is only one Kobe Bean Bryant.
Yeah, get that off your chest, John.
There's only one Jordan clone.
No. Ty Lue. Now, go ahead and drop the beat back. Let me talk about Ty Lue. Oh man, I've been holding that off the chest for the last 24 hours.
What?
False. Ty Lue, you're a former Laker. I know you're the coach of the Clippers now, but you've been in LA long enough to know ain't no Laker fans rooting for the Clippers. Ain't no Clipper fans rooting for the Lakers. Me and Nick are a total anomaly in Lakers Nation and Clipper fans.
Doc Rivers ruined any type of unity that could have happened. Doc Rivers pretty much ruined it with that stupid let's cover up the banners thing, which was Doc Rivers' idea, because he was salty because he looks up there every single game and saw the championship that he lost.
So, Tyler, I understand you was trying to bring peace to LA. No,
Yeah, it's too late for
so
all
only
that.
down.
Doc Rivers ruined it. Any chance that was there, Doc Rivers most definitely ruined it.
Going to go out one, Sean McVay.
Sean McVay, what do you do?
I'm about to say him. Sean McVay. Sean McVay.
Uh-oh.
Let me be perfectly clear when I talk about Sean McVay right now.
Mhm.
Shout out to my BFF Queen Elevation in the house. Mr. McVay, coach, you're a genius. I need you to really get out of the honeymoon phase with Matthew Stafford right now. Oh my God, dude. It's like every other week. Oh my God, I love what I'm seeing from Matt Stafford in practice and blah, blah, blah. Dude, this dude's one bad dude and all this other crap. Let me be perfectly clear, Sean McVay. You're not getting a pass if the Rams don't get to the Super Bowl. In your city, in your stadium. You traded 2 1s, a 3, and Jared Goff. Yes, I'm talking about your coach. Oh, Shayna. I'm talking about your coach. Let me be clear. You and Les Snead traded all these picks and Jared Goff, and everyone wanted to make Jared Goff the scapegoat. Let me be clear. Jared Goff deserved a lot of criticism he got here in LA. But you're not getting a pass just because you got Matthew Stafford. No pun intended. So if you do not deliver, me personally, you got to get to the Super Bowl. I don't want to hear that crap about getting to the NFC Championship. Because you basically took the quarterback who took y'all to the Super Bowl and said, kick rocks. He wasn't good enough.
He wasn't.
And brought in a quarterback who's been 0-3 in the playoffs.
He played for Detroit.
That is true. The Rams better win. The Rams better win. The division is weak. I wouldn't say weak.
What division is weak?
I wouldn't say weak.
Whoa. What division is weak? The Rams division?
Not the NFC West.
That's the best division in football.
The best. But let me say
Are you
this.
kidding me?
But I'm gonna say this again, Sean McVay. Get out the honeymoon phase talking about about Stafford, and let's just see them play. Let's just see how they play on the field.
I mean, if you dealt with Jared Goff for the past 4 or 5 years, you can feel the same exact way.
Okay, I need to call USA Women's Basketball. I hate doing this, man.
Uh-oh.
Suns in 4.
Wow. We love the WNBA, but we have to call y'all when y'all disrespect y'all legends. And we got a young queen who's a legend in the making. How the heck did Nneka Ogwumike not make the USA Women's Basketball team?
Yeah, that's crazy. Huh?
How? They saying because of her injury, but Diana Taurasi's hurt. I don't know all the women. I know the notables. Obviously, Taurasi, Sue Bird, Skylar Diggins, Asia Wilson, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, the Rams got this. We'll see. But here's my thing. I know a lot. This seems political with Nneka. She's the Players Union president. She's outspoken on social issues. She's in Space Jam with LeBron. She's a former MVP. And you might want to check this out.
Oh,
But I think not even Candace Parker's been on Team USA.
Wow, that's crazy. If that's true, that's crazy.
Y'all need to Google that. But I think Candace Parker's never been on Team USA. But I'm done.
I think one year that she was supposed to go, I think she was pregnant.
But
if I
she didn't go in
remember
2016 when the Sparks won.
Oh yeah, they were tripping.
Okay, I'm done. Mark, who you got calling those names?
That's a deeper issue. That may be a light skin, dark skin situation. But
For me, I and it's not just one coach. I just want to call out NBA coaches.
Talk to him.
I know these are the best players in the world, so it seemed like you shouldn't need to coach a lot of these players, but you don't need to coach the superstars. You still have to coach up the players around them, which is the reason why a lot of these players, when Kevin Durant when James Harden and Kyrie Irving went down, a lot of these other players couldn't step up. It was no player development. We should do better. And then again, it's a feel for the game. Steve Nash, use your timeouts. You got the quote unquote best player in the world, or second best player in the world. He didn't play 53 minutes. You have timeouts. Use them. You can't take him with you to the offseason.
Pretty much.
Use them.
they don't roll over into the next.
No, this ain't.
No, they're not. It's not sick pay.
No, this ain't AT&T.
Yeah.
This ain't no rollover minutes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like use them. Set up a play. Call up a play.
You can't accumulate timeouts.
Yeah, you're not
Ain't draft picks.
You're not coming in the first game with 10 timeouts. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, and then and also we need to learn how to make adjustments on the fly. Like if a lot of people's watching at home can say, "Yo, they should switch that and get the ball out of his hands or blitz him."
Right.
You watching the game or someone on your coaching staff should also be able to see that.
Okay, so my homegirl Queen Ove says the Rams got this. Niners suck. I was talking about the Niners. She thinks Arizona is more of a challenge. I mean, Russell Wilson is still in the division. I'm sorry. And Kenzie asks, why wasn't DeAndre Jordan playing?
Because DeAndre Jordan is garbage. Next.
Okay. You got anybody else, Mark?
That's a good thing. That's a good point. No.
Okay, Nick. We know you got a lot. So we're gonna give you 5 minutes to get when you can get off before we get off the air. Pause.
All right. Yeah, that was crazy. I'm calling DeAndre Ayton first.
He got more than 5 minutes.
Okay, we're good. Go ahead.
Yeah. It ain't gonna take that long.
You got DeAndre Ayton?
DeAndre Ayton.
That's all that means.
For you to say that you had the best draft class of all time is absolutely ridiculous.
Are you kidding me?
By the way, DeAndre Ayton got drafted what year? 2018.
2018.
So you're saying him, Luka, and Trae Young are the best draft class of all time?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Have you not heard of the year of 1984 when he won Hakeem Olajuwon, won Michael Jeffrey Jordan, won Charles Barkley, won John Stockton? By the way, you want to go to another year?
96.
I want to go to 196. Won Allen Iverson.
Money.
Won Ray Allen. Stephon Marbury. Some guy named Steve Nash. And there was this one kid from Lower Merion High School named Kobe Bean Bryant.
And no, let's not forget about 2003. With the guy named LeBron James,
Dwayne Wade,
so that Carmelo Anthony,
Chris Bosh.
hey,
That's 4 Hall of Famers.
that's 4 right there.
Oh! Devin Booker.
Damn.
Damn, Pat Bev, what'd you do?
Now you said he sold what?
I don't think he saw that.
Yeah, he didn't sell that one.
Well, Pat jersey bleeding.
They hit each other.
They hit each other.
Oh, man, that was great.
No, he hit him with his hand.
Well, why Pat Bev covering his face?
Nah,
He wiped the sweat off.
They headbutted
They did.
Is a player to play, right?
right there.
Boom. Yeah. Yeah.
Devin Booker did that too. That shouldn't be a foul up on Patrick Beverly.
Well, where he get all the blood from?
He got headbutted right here. He got
Also,
blood leak on him. Look.
Patrick Beverly probably got a cut too. He just, he didn't know it until
Patrick Beverly playing defense with his face.
That looked like he did that on purpose.
He moved it to his face.
He did that
Yes,
on purpose.
Kenzie, he did say DeAndre didn't say the 2018 draft was the best draft. But he bleeding too.
He bleeding too.
Go ahead.
Are you kidding
Stop
me?
playing defense with your face, stupid.
The next thing I have.
What?
Huh?
Say what?
Yeah, relax. Yeah, relax.
I also have the NBA media.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I see where you're going with this one.
I'm going to ask, Michael, is Kawhi leaving the Clippers? We don't know yet.
We'll talk about that next week.
We'll definitely get into that closer to the summertime, but that's something to just keep your eyes on. Go ahead, bro.
All right, NBA media. Obviously this year, you guys most definitely got the voting wrong because you got
Coach of the Year wrong.
Coach of the Year absolutely wrong.
Should have been Monty Williams.
You have his nose might be broke. You have the Defensive Player of the Year absolutely wrong.
Then should have been Ben Simmons.
You kind of got the MVP right to an extent.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. It should have been Joel Embiid, but we get it. He didn't play enough games.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only reason why I say okay to an extent. I understand why. Do I agree with it? Oh hell no. But that's all. That's a whole different story.
Book him, like, look, y'all better sign. Y'all better
Yeah.
sew me up and then
He'll be
give me a
back.
mask and let's go.
Yeah, he'll be back. So, with that being said, and I also don't like the fact of that you guys are most definitely not giving Trae Young the flowers that he deserves because this dude is doing everything that you thought Luka would be doing in the playoffs right now.
Well, Luka was doing it.
Well, he's not no more.
By the way,
That's not Luka's fault.
NBA media, I hate the fact that you guys cost players money, which are all NBA votes.
Yes, I don't like that either. I don't like that at all.
Because y'all cost both Donovan Mitchell and Jason Tatum $33 million.
Yep. All they have to do is go to one All-NBA team.
And y'all put Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler is overrated.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Fluke. All the way. Next, I have the Indiana Pacers.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about these guys.
So, Indiana Pacers.
That's our guy right there, Mark.
That should have been the hand one.
That's our guy right there. Yeah, Tyre Hill, stand up.
So, you mean to tell me that...
Trae is ice cold.
There you go.
Said Luka is a diva. Well, he complains too much.
All European players complain too much.
All superstars do.
Yeah, pretty much. Magic Johnson was the main one. He used to complain all the time. But Indiana Pacers, you guys fired Nate McMillan because you figured he wasn't the guy.
By the way, you gave him an extension before you fired him, too.
And guess what y'all did? The guy who replaced him, guess where he's at?
Fired.
And guess where Nate McMillan's at?
In the Eastern Conference Finals as an interim coach.
Thank you.
With a team that nobody even expected.
Nope.
The team got better after they fired the coach.
Exactly. Soon as he got up over, that team upgraded. So now he got y'all out there looking absolutely insanely crazy.
I kind of, in a real way, I kind of want Atlanta to win just so Nate McMillan gets to the finals. Mm-hmm. Even though I think Milwaukee's going to win, I would like for Atlanta to get to the finals just so this would be an ultimate middle finger to Nate McMillan can give to the Pacers.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. All right, next I am calling out the 76ers.
Yeah, they're definitely not going to like this show.
76ers. You guys did all this tanking for all these years.
Karma.
And this is your ending result right now.
Yes, CP3 was supposed to be a Laker. Do not go there.
Yeah.
Do not go there with me right now.
Yeah, let's leave that alone. So, you mean to tell me you did all this tanking
Good
to get
rebound.
Ben Simmons, Markelle Fultz, and Jahlil Okafor?
And Joel Embiid.
Well, he was the first one drafted before all them, but during the main tanking years, those were the players that they drafted.
Yeah. When they could have had Jason Tatum. They could have had what was he? They could have had
They could have had Jason Tatum. They could. I don't even know why they even drafted Jahlil Okafor. Oh, let's not forget they also.
Oh, they could have Porzingis, but
look. Let's not forget they drafted Nerlens Noel throughout that whole time as well.
Yeah, that was stupid.
did.
That was stupid.
They drafted 3 centers within that time. They could have just traded
Are
those
you
picks.
kidding me?
So all this to lead up to where you at right now, and let's just be honest, it's not looking good for y'all. Elton Brand, I understand you've done a very good job up over there, but they are cutting brothers faster than paper out here. So you need to hurry up and figure this out.
Yeah, because Daryl Morey's gonna get you fired.
Yeah, most definitely.
Obviously, you could have had James Harden, but you kept James Simmons. But
Yeah, I don't get that either. All right,
Well, they would have lost anyway because James Harden was short.
yeah, pretty much.
yeah,
It's funny you brought up James Harden. I'm calling out the Nets organization.
oh boy,
So Nets, you did all this, and this karma coming back for y'all. That's what I think all this is.
it is.
You guys somehow fleeced this whole James Harden situation. James Harden is included in this karma situation. You guys did all this over there. All this. Oh, we don't need no coach. James Harden forced his way up out of there, acting like he was showing up out of shape.
He had on a fat suit.
Yeah, and all of it. You know something? It probably wasn't a fat suit. He probably just showed up overweight and out of shape. And guess what?
I believe
it led to his injury that he has right now.
Yep, it really was.
Because he wanted to prove a point of him going out. I can go out there and just score points no matter what. Guess what? They needed you up over here, and you didn't show up once again.
Blake Griffin.
LaMarcus Aldridge, unfortunately, sad situation.
LaMarcus Aldridge doesn't count.
Sad situation, but
and then be honest with you, that may have hurt them in the long run.
Good
About
point.
having somebody like LaMarcus, because LaMarcus was a bigger signing than Blake Griffin was. I don't care what Blake Griffin did. LaMarcus Aldridge gave them better production at this point right now.
Stealing money from Detroit.
Yeah, you stole money from Detroit. You didn't dunk for 2 years, and all of a sudden you go to Brooklyn. You athletic again. So yeah, all that is karma for what's going on with y'all. Now, hold on 1 second.
Blake acting light skinned.
Nah, Blake is acting like never
Blake,
mind.
he's acting like
Yeah.
Blake.
All right, next I'm calling out Rudy Gobert.
Oh boy. Only Rudy we like is from the Cosby Show. Shout out to Keisha Knight on you.
Yeah. Rudy Gobert, you are a imposter. You are a fraud. You mean to tell me that you have 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards?
Yeah.
Hey, John, go ahead and name the people who got 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards.
Dwight Howard, Dikembe Mutombo, Ben Wallace.
You are not in that category. No way, no how. You're not even in Kawhi's conversation when it comes to defense. Get up out of here.
I just named 3 Hall of Famers, by the way. And though Dwight's still playing, he's a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer. You do not change the game defensively as much as people keep trying to say, because the Clippers ran small ball against them and it worked because you cannot score. I don't understand how in the world you're 7'3" and you got out-rebounded by Paul George multiple times. Paul George is how tall? 6'8"?
6'7".
6'7", 6'8", tallest. That's what Rudy Gobert should have been doing right there.
DeAndre Ayton has 20 and 11 right now.
That's what Rudy Gobert supposed to do.
Somebody said Gobert is a glorified Hassan Whiteside.
Someone did say that.
Hassan Whiteside is better than Rudy Gobert.
He really is. He's definitely offensive. He's
definitely better than Rudy Gobert. So, now, I'm calling out the LeBron haters again.
Oh, boy.
Hey, how long ago was that first round? That was like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Why are y'all still talking about it? Who cares? It is over with. There have been probably like about 30-something games that happened since that game. Get over it. LeBron lost. Oh, well.
Let me say this.
Go ahead.
Y'all want to go back to Timothy Miles Golf and Galal Dang?
Thank you.
You want to go back to Vander Blue?
Thank you.
Chris Kaman?
Thank you.
Jordan Hill?
Thank you.
No disrespect, but Nick Young.
Who was Vander Blue?
He was some dude we had in the G League. He played.
Exactly. You want to go back to Jason Capono? Troy Murphy?
Josh McRoberts. Wesley Johnson. Xavier
hey,
Henry.
Hey, the Lakers can use Jason Capono shooting right now.
We probably could.
Yeah, most definitely they could. But he wasn't Jason Capono around that time.
Jason Capono, when we signed Jason Capono, he was done.
He was done for. He wasn't the same Jason Capono we used to seeing.
Yeah, so all y'all who hate on LeBron, criticize him for everything.
Especially Laker fans.
Yeah, Xavier Henry.
No, his name is Xavier. His name is Xavier Henry.
Xavier.
Wesley Johnson, you want to go there?
French nigga.
Yeah, from Kansas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Andrew Galdlock.
Oh, my
Darius
God.
Morris. Go ahead,
Y'all
man.
had Kent Bazemore, too? I actually thought I should have kept him.
Yeah, we should have. You had to go to Atlanta and got the bag.
Yeah. And I think that's the last who I'm going to call out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's calling out names. All right, we're heading on out. The fourth quarter is about to start as they're winding down the third quarter. Why didn't Rondo just shoot? But going into the third quarter, it's the Suns 75.
He thought he was Ben Simmons.
The Clippers 71. Wow. So we'll let you guys enjoy the fourth quarter. Make sure you check out my brother tomorrow. No Rules, him and the Power Father.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot to talk about. So make sure. Wow, Darius Odom. It's Darius Johnson Odom, Kenzie. DJO, I remember him. Robert Sacre. Don't let me go down this bad Laker wormhole right now.
What?
All the just bad Lakers we've had.
Oh, yeah.
Sacre.
Oh, yeah, he was garbage. He was. You seen that he missed that dunk in that dunk contest? He
Yeah.
did that dunk contest.
Yeah,
he
it
won
was in
Japan?
China. He's garbage.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, weakest dude ever come out of Gonzaga. So thank y'all again for joining in. To everybody in the message board, shout out. Make sure you hit that like button on Facebook, Sports For You Podcast, Townhouse Media. The subscribe button on YouTube, Townhouse Media. Follow us on Instagram, Townhouse Media Now, Sports For You Podcast. Of course, you can find our personal Instagrams in our bio on Sports For You Podcast Instagram. Next week, we'll talk more conference finals. We'll start looking ahead to the NBA draft. Combine is this week. We'll recap some of the mock drafts that are out there. Again, Detroit Pistons, first pick in the draft this year. Cade Cunningham's going there, probably, and then Houston, number 2, probably going to get Evan Mobley from here at USC. Jalen Green's probably heading to Cleveland, of course, who would have been at Michigan State, and then he decided to go to the G League and lead, and then you have Jalen Suggs from Gonzaga going forward probably to the Raptors. That ain't bad. So there, we'll recap the rest of the conference finals and then talk more NBA, talk maybe have some MLB, getting close to the All-Star break. Go Dodgers. You know what I'm saying? No, we're in San Diego playing the Padres, so just good luck. But yeah, a lot to talk about. Thank y'all for tuning in again. Thank y'all for the message board. You listen on the digital side, Spotify, Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music. Wow, they don't, internet does not wait. Stitcher, Verbal, and we'll see y'all next week. This has been episode 54 of Sports For You. I'm John. That's Mark.
Peace.
That's Nick Freeze.
What it do?
That's the man Ben Ready. And we out. Good night.